Self perfected.
Let's go! Come and get the news, get some common sense too. Breaking through the filter that's been clouding the view. Step out the algorithm, take back control. No bias, no opinion, just pure gold. Tune in, wake up, it's time to reflect. What's best for all is what we dissect. No spins, no games, just the truth in your ear. Self-perfected, making things clear. So if you're ready to see and you're ready to choose, come and get the news with the common sense view. Self-perfected, making things clear.
What's up, Mitch?
Hey, it's us.
How was your weekend?
It's good. It's good. It's even better now I'm on the podcast. How about you?
Oh, especially because Drake's not here. Yeah.
I know. I heard R.I.P. Lindsey Graham. I heard Drake was just beside himself this morning.
Yeah.
With just like
Just so everybody knows.
I think Christine called it ugly crying. You know people ugly cry. Yeah. So anyway, we're holding it down for now.
We're giving Drake we're giving about half an hour just to kind of collect himself, pay his respects.
Yep.
I know one of Lindsey Graham's favorite places was Disney World.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was walking around there alone
with like the little
with the ice cream.
Fairy
Maybe
the fairy
he
wand.
had Alzheimer's and was just like, you know how those old people sometimes wander.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe no. Sorry, I was thinking of Mitch McConnell. My bad.
Oh yeah, there's something weird going on.
Apparently he's also not doing too good.
Yeah, I saw this weird video where like it was somebody showing like them picking him up from his house. Did you see that?
I
like,
just
put him in an ambulance and like his feet weren't moving or anything, and they were like taking their time about it and everything. So that's a rumor that maybe he's joined Team Life.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Most people only join Team Life until after they're dead.
Yeah, what's it gonna take?
Then you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it takes going to sleep.
Never waking up to actually wake up.
But yeah, and then I saw a weird conspiracy theory thing that they were like retiling his house while he's in the hospital. There was like a guy I mean, it's internet. It could just be bullshit. But it was like a guy walking out. Like those samples, those like color samples for tile.
Dude, I found this crazy brand new Danny Jones interview with this guy, Carl Underwood or something. I never heard of this guy. He hosts some podcast called The Higher Side Chats. And
I've heard of that.
He's like been deep in the conspiracy game for a decade.
Okay.
And it was actually pretty cool because I literally accidentally clicked on it, and then it started. He was talking about like, he's like, yeah, I went too deep in the whole conspiracy thing. Now I'm like interested in kind of learning how to grow our own food, that kind of thing. So I'm listening, and then he's talking about and he's like, yeah, and also having kids too. Like I'm realizing just like how important it is that you can go down the conspiracies, but like we got to be more practical. And then I texted it to Drake because he's like, yeah, I live in Florida, and there's four of the most nutrient dense things that are easy to grow are like not even known by people. Like there's one kind of cherry, there's all this other stuff. So I told him, I was like, hey, you got a shopping list for Christine now. She can buy those seeds. Yeah. But it went deep. I listened to it for like an hour yesterday. Man.
What were they talking about?
Like all of the conspiracies.
All of them.
They were going from Epstein, a lot of the occult symbolism. Like you ever heard how like the symbols, the sigils, right? And, like Monster Energy is kind of like a basic one. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind
I don't know, man. That sounds kind of normie shit.
It was that. I mean,
so there's. Have you ever heard of the Illuminati?
I'm trying to think. It was so much. It was like yesterday afternoon.
Anything mind blowing?
It'll come back to me. Have you ever looked at the one though? This one sounds so weird to say, but
do not say Fruit of the Loom.
No.
Okay.
No, not Fruit of the Loom. No, the Erica Kirk from the '60s one, who dated another guy whose last name was Kirk, who was like a governor of Florida or something.
How could she have dated a guy named Erica Kirk if her name was
No? No,
I mean,
Erica Kirk.
so you're saying another Erica Kirk?
And Erica Kirk.
Her name was Erica Kirk, but she was dating a guy whose last name was Kirk.
No. She married into the Kirk.
Got it. Okay,
Erica
so she married
Kirk, 1960s. Yeah. Yeah. Matfield Kirk, widow of Florida Governor Claude Kirk. And they look just kind of similar.
Come on, show me.
Okay.
You know I love a good conspiracy theory.
Okay. So they started getting into cloning, all this
Cloning.
stuff. Yeah. Okay. This is Erica Kirk from back in the day.
That's Erica Kirk, actually. Oh, her name was
The
Erica Kirk.
original
Oh,
Erica
okay.
Kirk. The original Erica Kirk.
That
one looks a little weird. It looks a little weird. I don't know. So they went in, dude. He's talking about Anton LaVey's daughter.
What's the conspiracy?
Well, okay, so here's another example. Apparently, Anton LaVey's daughter looks a lot like Taylor Swift. So the conspiracy is these elites
How does
have this ability to either, like cloning, basically. It would be some form of cloning.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could, whether you're cloning the body and then like you're putting a new being or entity in there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They were just speculating. I'm just speculating.
Wait,
But,
you're speculating or they're speculating?
They were speculating. I'm speculating on their speculation.
Okay.
Meta speculation. Yeah, but then there's this one dude. He's got the silliest name. It's called Fittest Flat Earther. Have you ever looked at this? He kind of pisses me off because he's so certain in what he's saying and the way he talks, and he is dead set convinced that there's this race of Elohim like that have lived forever, and they look. It's like he thinks Aleister Crowley, the entity that was Aleister Crowley, has now reincarnated as like Joe Rogan. And like all of these, but he always does these side by side face things. And first time I saw, I was like, "This is so stupid." And then I kept watching, and I was like, "There's no way this is real." And then he's like talking about Lionel Messi, and then he's like talking about how it has like,
wait.
like Elohim. He goes in. Do you want to just watch one, Cameron, so we can
Lionel Richie. Cloned
Fittest
himself.
Flat Earther. Here we go.
This is getting a little too deep for me.
You asked for a good conspiracy.
I said a good one. Now you're telling me Lionel Messi is a clone?
No. That he's a.
You're telling me Lionel Messi?
He's a demigod.
That's
why he's so good at soccer.
Oh, I believe it.
This guy. You ever see this one? The Epstein Andrew Jackson.
What? Okay. This guy has found a niche.
He's found a niche.
Billy James Madison.
I don't know who a lot of these people are, but
do that one.
I don't think anyone knows who Billy James. Oh,
James Madison.
Oh, what?
And Billy Madison.
Tied the knot, and they did it at Madison Square Garden, and it was officiated by Adam Sandler. That's right. Officiated at Madison Square Garden by Adam Sandler. Officiated at Madison Square Gardens by Adam Sandler, who is famously known for playing Billy Madison, whose production company is named Happy Madison. Boy, do you think they're trying to tell us something? Just maybe? Remember, they were married at Madison Square Garden by Adam Sandler. Madison Square Garden, which is named after President James Madison, the fourth president of the United States. And well, here's James Madison. And here's a split screen of Adam Sandler and James Madison. And here is a moving split screen of Billy Madison and James Madison. And here's Billy Madison's wife and James Madison's wife. You notice the same exact little pouty pursed lips? James Madison's wife, Happy Madison's wife. And well, here are their faces with a split screen. Do you see that facial marking and that facial marking and that facial marking and that facial marking? Like there's a perfect square in the exact same perfect alignment of the exact same spot of their face. And then when you go over here and you see these facial blemishes, it's so nice of them to make the old paintings oh so accurate. Do you see that discoloration and that discoloration in the same spot of the face? And well, that one and that one, how they're angled, and well, it's just to the side of his eye and just to the side of his eye. How perfectly coincidental. And well, Billy Madison and James Madison, and if you find this oh so funny, it just means you're still indoctrinated, my friends. I'm sorry to tell you. And getting back to the original couple, well, welcome to my channel. And if you haven't seen it, well, I've already proven that this guy, Travis Kelce, is Alexander Majors, who literally was supposed to have died 100 years ago. The founder of the Pony Express. Do you wanna see him a little closer? Well, first, here is Alexander Majors, who supposedly died in 1900. And that's literally Travis Kelce that shows up when you search him, because they don't even hide showing you, because they just think you're too freaking ridiculously dumb to figure out that what I'm saying is the truth. Alexander Majors, Travis Kelce, who died 126 years ago, died. Alexander Majors, Travis Kelce. And if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, like a shape-shifting octopus that can look like a rock, 10 different fish, a snake, a freaking jellyfish, but it can't shape-shift its scars away. And well, Alexander Majors has that scar right there, kind of like Travis Kelce. It's damaged tissue. They can't shift it away because it's damaged tissue. They're fallen angels stuck in their flesh. They can't shape-shift it away. They're not clones. They're not spirits floating around. They're like you and I, souls in a body, but they can just shape-shift. And they make up bullshit like this to distract you and to entertain you and to keep you from knowing that you're an eternal spiritual being here with a purpose. And your purpose is to figure out what your gift is and help humanity with it. Kind of like I did. And well, my gift also includes being fearless, and I'm fearless of these liars. And I'm helping to inspire others to be fearless. It's time you become fearless, my friends. Take your power back. And it starts like this. Click. Entertainment only. Aw.
Honestly, until you showed me that video, I was skeptical.
Dude.
And I'm starting to believe.
Yeah, some of the most ridiculous. This is the line I want.
I'm starting to believe.
I don't know, dude. I watched
they can
one. I was like,
shapeshift.
this is so dumb.
They can shapeshift. They can live for thousands of years. Their only weakness is they can't modify the blemishes
Shouldn't
on
they
their
get
skin.
plastic surgery?
No. It's forbidden. It's forbidden from the Elohim. They are not to modify the body. They must only get married to people in very convoluted ways to accidentally reveal the truth.
What did I just walk into?
Well, Drake, I'm glad you had
asked me
your.
for a hardcore conspiracy that I heard recently.
I'm glad you had your moment of silence. You got your little extra time to mourn and weep over Lindsey Graham.
Oh, just wait till you see about Lindsey Graham. I'm just kidding.
What about him?
No.
You know, we know. We sending our condolences, Drake.
Yeah.
To who?
We know you really
To
like
you.
him.
To me?
We know you have.
We were just letting everybody know who's not watching right now that we gave you a little time off to mourn Lindsey Graham.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll.
You okay?
I
now,
might have
Drake?
to go again.
And if this is the first time you're hearing it, then yes, if you need more time.
Yeah. That's big news, and I think I will need some more time. But I'll just.
Are
let
you
the
also sad about
emotions-
Mitch McConnell maybe being
What
dead?
happened with him?
He might be dead. They're retiling his house, his kitchen, while he's in the hospital.
Who's the one who has the Chinese wife?
Lindsey Graham.
Really?
Isn't
He's
it?
a
Or
wife?
no, he's not married.
I think
it's Mitch
it's Mitch
McConnell
McConnell.
that has the wife.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think it's Mitch McConnell has the Chinese wife.
This sounds.
Or is it Mark Zuckerberg?
He also has a Chinese wife. Yes. Let's see. Mitch McConnell has a Chinese wife. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was only thinking that because Katie had mentioned that, but because we were talking about Lindsey Graham, and then I got them mixed up.
How many politicians have a Chinese wife?
I think most.
I feel like it, right? How many Chinamen? Yes, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Or significant other.
No official? None?
They say none. There's no database. Let's see.
Alright, come on.
Eric
Swalwell.
Swalwell. That's about it.
That's it? Okay.
Conspiracy theory dead in the water.
This is okay. You know, I have that article.
Just put how many people in the world have a Chinese wife. What are the odds Mitch McConnell would have one day?
I have
That's
an
kinda weird.
article that it's got to be at least 1 billion, right? Right?
How many? Look up how many Chinese women are married to U.S. officials.
There's no database on that. This is where you
Sorry,
gotta pull out the $100 a month subscription.
Breakfast is ready.
Wait, you can hear that?
That's the breakfast bell at Mitch's.
I'm surprised you
Bacon.
could hear it, Drake.
I'm not black. I'm not black. Just so you know.
Clearly.
I've mentioned that a lot of times.
Ooh, we got very
Here.
Well,
prescient
we've
with-
just confirmed it
with
live.
it.
Yeah.
There is bacon that is ready, and I will be eating it in about 9 minutes.
What was I gonna
So we were watching a conspiracy theorist that. So first of all, so where did you see this on?
I originally saw this like 3 months ago. It just popped up in my feed.
No, like
And,
who was the interviewers? My
but then it was Danny Jones interviewing this guy.
Danny
Carl-
Jones
Carl
interviewed this
Underwood.
guy.
No,
Okay.
not this guy, not this guy. A different guy who just in the 2-hour conversation brought up the Erica
Oh.
Kirk thing. How Drake, did you know this?
And then you
I know
looked
you
up-
study
okay.
Florida politics. Do you know about the original Erica Kirk? Who also
There was an Erica
married in-
Kirk.
Erica Matfield or something married into Claude Kirk, who was the governor of Florida. And
Her
she
name
looked
was
kinda
Erica
similar.
Kirk with a K.
And she looked kind of similar.
So
And she married Claude, like the AI,
like the AI, exactly.
Yeah.
Now we're
back
getting
in the
somewhere.
60s.
in the 60s.
At
In the 60s,
the height of
yes.
the Cold War.
The AI has been around for a while, guys.
Yeah.
That's what.
So
Roger
I don't
Williams
know.
was
Their
saying.
their theory is that like cloning, the elite are doing some cloning shit. Maybe they were doing that up in the house. Hey, you guys heard of Island Boys? Every time I bring up the Island Boys, you guys don't.
I mean, maybe they're like, they were decanted earlier or something like that, but
If you
I
were
don't
gonna
know,
do
dude.
some
They got a lot
genetic
of brain
cloning,
rot.
if you were gonna do some genetic, oh well, I guess maybe that's the
It's
point.
kind
I
of
was
an
gonna say,
offshoot. It's kind of like the
It was like they accidentally spilled too many chemicals into it, and they were like,
yeah.
"Ew, what
And
can
then
we
like,
do
well,
with
let's
this?
just tattoo everything over our face.
Let's have them kiss each other."
Oh no.
That was
Oh,
the
they
thing.
did.
Yeah.
No, I found this one kid. He's like a streamer. I saw this clip too. This was given to me in my Facebook feed. Facebook Reels. Ooh, typically not good. And it was like Island
How do you
Boy
even- how do you even
shoves
fix it?
Jack something. I forget this kid's name. And so I'm watching it, and then they're like about to fight at like some club, and then he shoves this kid. I'm like, are they just bullying this kid? Like, what is this? And then so I look in, and I'm like, oh. And then this dude's like, yeah, just at the crib in Miami, he's got like 14 light blue cars. He's got like a Lamborghini. He's got this. He's got that. He's like, yeah, I got my golf cart. He's got like this decked out golf car. He's got like 18 dirt bikes. He's in this nice mansion and somewhere in Miami or California. And I'm like, And then it hit me. Steak.
Yeah.
Everywhere. He sold the steak. And I'm like, oh. And then he's always with his Island Boy kid. So, anyway.
What was that? What was that one I sent you guys that was a steak ad? Do you remember?
No, it wasn't a steak ad.
Was it about the guy who's like, it was
Was
weird.
a different ad?
The guy
It
kept
was a
coming to his
different ad.
door.
It was like this black guy walks up to another black guy at a restaurant. Yeah. He's like, hey man, you good? I just want to make sure these white people aren't harassing you. You know.
And they get into an altercation. But what was the ad for?
I don't remember.
It was some bullshit. Yeah.
It was like something.
But it's like he looks at his
phone and he says whatever the ad is.
So do you think that was staged, or do you think it was the people are just doing that shit?
Dude, I was thinking that same thing. I had the same question. Like, are people really just going up to random people in the street just so they could get their
doing
ad
weird shit?
in?
Just yeah.
Wow.
It's like you couldn't write a sci-fi novel and predict that.
Well, I was gonna say it almost seems like something kind of like Snow Crash, like where it's like people doing odd jobs. That's like a super odd job.
You know, it's man.
Damn.
Public harassment to promote.
It's like post irony or something. I don't know. It seems like it's like
because
post irony.
It's kind of
modernism.
like it makes me think of Zone 23, but Zone 23, the antisocials are like against the system. They wouldn't be doing that. They'd be doing the opposite. You know, they'd start an altercation, but it wouldn't be for making money for an ad or some shit like that. You know. Yeah, that's interesting. I was just when you said that conspiracy theory is dead in the water, it made me think of that article, the Atlantic article. I started reading it.
Oh, you got a subscription?
Fuck no.
How'd you read it?
There's workarounds.
No, okay.
You know?
ChatGPT, rewrite the article.
Rewrite the article word for word. It'll do it.
Predict it.
Make no mistakes.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was reading that though, and like it, you know how it's basically just saying, actually, in the beginning of the article, it makes a really good point of there used to be this library in Alexandria, it got burned down, blah blah blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just recently, or
That's just a long time ago.
where is Alexandria?
Virginia.
I think it's in Egypt, actually.
Hold on. Alexandria is in Virginia. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was the same fallen angel as Alexandria.
Do you guys think that she's gonna become president?
I don't. Dude, JD Vance. Oh, okay. Hold on. You want a conspiracy?
Don't say that.
You want a conspiracy? Oh, Jesus.
Drake, what were you saying though while he looks up his
No, it was
half-baked
basically saying
conspiracy
like
theory?
how people say there's a lot of scholars that believe that it was because of war, that the library basically deteriorated and is no more. But then there are other scholars that say, well, no, it's more likely, like, sure, it got burned in a siege, but the fact that everything just went to crap, it's expensive to keep up a library. You got mice eating it, you got to rewrite the scrolls or whatever so that it can still be legible, all of that. It just became too expensive that people didn't want to maintain it anymore, and knowledge was lost. And so they're saying, instead of it being that the destruction of the library is the beginning of the Dark Ages, they're saying, no, the Dark Ages began already, which led to the destruction of the library, right? And what I was going to say is just this point of when you said, oh, that conspiracy is dead in the water, how in that article it talks about like how people can't read past like, an Instagram post or anything like that. It's like, yeah. So when you go and search something up, you don't have the stamina. Like on your stream, you'll go and like go deeper and deeper and deeper and keep reading into things. And you'll read the whole like essay that somebody wrote, thesis, whatever. And, but most people can't do that. They'll read like, oh, what did AI say? Okay, that's it. All right. So must not be true.
Yeah, my only hesitation in doing that is because I'm like, people gonna keep watching if I'm just reading this whole thing.
I'm watching.
I know.
I'm watching.
I do it for you.
Thanks. Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. I was gonna tell them all about the Billy Madison conspiracy. Let me see. Do you have anything else
Okay.
you want to? Oh, did you
Well,
find the thing
yeah,
you were
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for?
I'm trying to. I want to find a side by side, but I don't know if it's possible. Okay, you know who Michael Aquino is?
I've heard of him. I don't remember a context though. Definitely heard the name. Don't tell me he's St. Thomas Aquinas.
Okay. It would be better if I had a side by side, but okay.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay,
This
this
guy.
guy. Yeah.
he was a known Satanist, right? And he's a high up ranking.
I mean, you would think the
official in
eyebrows
military.
would have given it away.
Oh, he was on Oprah talking about it.
Talking about his eyebrows.
Who does he kind of look like? And
But JD Vance doesn't have the eyebrows.
also,
So they're married?
no.
What are we
Michael
saying
Aquino.
here?
Michael Aquino
Okay.
is a pronounced Satanist. He literally created the Temple of Set. It's like an organization, and he's known to run that.
He was in the
JD
military.
Vance, mysterious origin story. Erica Kirk, mysterious origin story. Michael Aquino is the actual parent of JD Vance and Erica Kirk. And Erica and JD are siblings, and they have rose to power in our world system. And so you asked me earlier, is AOC going to win? I think JD Vance is going to win. I mean, this is a better conspiracy than the Billy Madison one.
I guess it hinges on the fact that there's in some way, some kind of resemblance to Michael
Hang on,
Aquino.
here we go. I got this lady with dreadlocks explaining it.
Well, okay, well, I mean,
Extra qualified. All right, this is my last conspiracy for the day.
oh, it's a white woman.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Bet you haven't heard this. Here is an old photo of Erica Kirk's parents, Lori and Kent France. And here is a younger photo of them with a lady named Lilith Aquino. Now, Lilith Aquino is married to a Michael Aquino, who is quite literally the most prolific Satanist in our military. He specializes in psychological operations, and he actually founded the first ever tax-exempt, government-recognized satanic institutions called the Temple of Set. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that Aquino's house was raided in 1987, where they quite literally found videos of him performing satanic, ritualistic blank blank on children. And never once has any charges been filed against him because he's a CIA operative. Yeah. Here's an older photo of Michael and Lilith, just to throw in there. And also, a lot of people have suspicion that he might be their father.
There we go. There's that side by side. I mean,
If you hadn't shown me the Billy Madison thing first, I'd be skeptical. But considering all of that together,
what is
This-
JD Vance's origin story? Hillbilly Elegy, which is like obviously fabricated. It is kind of weird,
yeah, Meemaw, we ain't buying it.
you know. But he pulls on those heartstrings because like, oh, she was addicted to opioids, you know. I don't know. Maybe not. Would that change if you voted for JD Vance?
I don't know, man. Like I just see all these little signs that point to Marco Rubio being the
Being the one?
nominee. Yeah. But I don't know.
How would he surpass JD? That's what I can't see.
I just feel like they're putting him in the forefront. Like, when was the last thing you heard JD Vance do?
Yell at Zelensky in the office. I don't know.
You have to say please.
Yeah, I don't know. What is Marco Rubio doing shit?
They say he's running Venezuela.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got a let me see if I can find it. Oh, we talked about Lindsey Graham. Here we go.
Yeah, you said you have a bunch of news clips.
I got a few.
If you can one up my Michael Aquino conspiracy.
Well, I'm not making that promise. How Marco Rubio is running Venezuela from afar.
What was
Someone
this
said-
by? The
Look at
Atlantic.
this guy. It's only temporary. Come on, guys. New York Times. I'm sure I won't even be able to read it. Oh wow, they actually. Nope.
It stopped screenshot.
Yeah, I know. They won't even let me read it.
Crates of cash. Wow.
Runs every. So Delcy, I guess, is the person running Venezuela. Who? I don't even know.
Must be.
Runs every decision by him. He in turn sends crates of cash and runs the Venezuelan government from Washington. So says the New York Times. So I don't know. I just keep seeing like it's like they really like putting Rubio up
Actually,
like that,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, like in the news, like
I'm sure they want to hedge their bets in case JD starts going wild card.
Who do you think Rubio's a clone of?
He looks kind of like Michael. Does he look like Michael J. Fox? Is that his name? No. No. You know who he looks like? Charlie Sheen.
But they're both alive. I don't think that's how cloning
I don't make the
works.
rules, dude.
I don't think that's how spiritual shapeshifting works. You can't have. Although
I don't know. He has some where it's like a man and a woman. Like I said, initially when I watched it, like the tone of his voice, everything, and he's like so certain in what he does.
I think it's just acting, man. It's like he's got a little.
It's either acting or he is.
Like he really
he
truly
believes
believes.
it, but he's deluded.
He's
Always like the scars, whatever. But I'm like, I don't.
But the whole point of like they're putting it out there because they think we're dumb.
Yeah.
So you're telling me they arranged the wedding of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and had Adam Sandler be the officiator so that they could rub it in our face that Adam Sandler is James Madison? And they also arranged him to have the I think it was Happy Gilmore, right? Was it? Where
And
he
this
was
guy's
Billy
the only guy
Madison
who can see it.
Was Billy Madison a movie or was he a character?
He was. It was a movie called.
That
Billy
was a
Madison.
different movie.
He
Yeah,
was a
yeah. Okay,
character.
that's a different one. Yeah. So he had Billy Madison, just so he could, so they could just put it in our face because they think we're dumb. Like, but what are they? What? That Adam Sandler's James
That
Madison?
they run. That they are these eternal fallen angels that run our world. That's basically his premise. After
At the
watching
same time,
3 of his videos.
at the same time, he might be right. This is the thing. This is the thing. Not because of the strength of his evidence, but just because, like if you look in the Jason Giorgiani stuff, he talks about the reincarnation type research stuff, saying that people would have, they would have a memory of like the traumatic way they died, and they would still have like a birthmark on that part of their body and stuff. So, it's definitely a possibility. It's just the way he goes about it.
Yeah, his deliveries.
It's like I finally.
No, he has
cracked
one
the
that's
case.
like Andrew Jackson is like looks like Epstein.
Andrew
don't know,
Jackson.
I don't fucking know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I guess if that's what it takes to wake people up, to realize that the world is controlled, that it's all a game.
I do remember. There's one conspiracy though. I don't remember it fully, but maybe you remember this. So remember right after Charlie Kirk died, and then Kash Patel, it's like "See you in Valhalla, brother," and then there was some video. I don't know if it could have just been some random internet shit, or it may have been something, but then it like zooms in on this Google map, like on some island where it says like Valhalla Research Base or something.
Oh boy,
It's
was
like
it that one where the guy's like,
I don't know. I
like-
just remember because I was like, Remember the original conspiracy theory I heard
Oh,
was like
I'll see you in Valhalla. Like he means like an actual place.
yeah, like we all know
Like they
real
airlifted
you
him
is
to like the
something
or
that,
like a reincarnation facility,
no, I don't think it'd be that
or like
that
a
far out there.
genetic cloning where they bring you back in. Is that I totally assume that's what you were saying.
No, I don't know. I
No.
just maybe that like they shipped him off there, and I don't fucking know, dude. That is crazy, the whole thing happening. But anyway, the whole trial happening right now. But I remember the original conspiracy was either Bigfoot or it's like Tupac didn't die, Elvis didn't die. They're in Argentina with Hitler. Like, don't you remember that one? That was like in middle school. I remember hearing that. Like Hitler and Elvis and Tupac are in Argentina.
Is that what's going on? The Atlantic, talk about the post-literate society. It's basically like all the people who never grew past their middle school reading ability are now adults. And so they're just investigating and doing all that. And it's just basically middle
I
school
guess,
level.
dude. And then watch them actually be in Argentina with Peter Thiel.
Yeah, well, okay.
They're close to
so
Antarctica.
that's the thing. You can't really just dismiss
They're
these
close to
things.
Antarctica. Where apparently there's like military bases.
Underground alien bases.
I know, dude. That Giorgiani stuff definitely took my worldview and just expanded it a little bit. Like, wow, I never even thought of some of this shit.
I just got to shout out Aaliyah for reposting the stream. Extra 5 weeks. First one. 30 minutes
Aaliyah, what do
in.
you think of the conspiracy theory? Yeah, so that whole Charlie Kirk trial thing. Oh, and apparently, oh no, here's the last thing I heard of JD Vance. He said Tyler Robinson was the shooter.
Wait, what?
So you know Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk's
Yeah.
alleged JD Vance,
Why is that significant that he said he was the shooter?
because it seems like Tyler Robinson was definitely not the shooter.
Yeah.
So it JD's like, guys, just believe the story.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's showing his adherence. I mean, what else is he gonna say? No, guys, investigate something else. Like,
It
he
is
has to-
weird how they're pushing that point, like where it's like you have to believe that it was him. You know? Oh, hey Drake.
You guys talking about Tyler?
Yeah, I call him Tylenol Robitussin.
Oh, that's a good combination.
Yeah. Did you like when you heard that alarm go off in Mitch's house? Did you like go real quick and get some bacon and Jess? It's like as soon as it went off, he's like, "I gotta go, guys." Like snuck
Yeah.
over there.
You know, I got a little bite. It's pretty good. Pretty good bacon you guys got over there.
Yeah,
Did you ever
yeah,
had
we
that
got
bacon, Cam?
Is it special?
It's delicious.
I don't think I did have any bacon when I was there.
No, Aristotle eats all the bacon.
That's
so
weird.
It's very rare.
I wasn't
get even
offered
one
any
slice.
bacon.
Probably because you'd be over there too if you heard that alarm.
Yeah. No, you would have remembered if there's bacon. There would have been an alarm involved.
Okay, so they got this whole Tylenol Robitussin thing going on right now, and all I see on X is people arguing over whether it was really a 30-06. And
Versus like if it was an explosive.
or just not the bullet that they're saying. And then did you guys see this whole thing about they played this video in court
Yeah,
in the pre-trial hearing?
in the pre-trial.
It's like a pre-trial, so I don't even know why. I mean, I don't understand how it works.
Why are they playing
but
videos in pre-trial?
It's like the
guess-
walkout video, you know, where you're like, all right, ready?
For, like,
Presenting the prosecutors.
No, it's apparently it's a video of it's. I've heard different versions of it, but like you've got like Jack Posobiec, Brandon Tatum, that other guy I forget his name. Then they're black like conservative podcast or stream.
You mean the guys who are
Hodge
super
twins?
pro-Israel?
No.
No, not the
Wouldn't
Hodge
be
twins. Yeah, like all of
Hodge twins are
the
still
narrative
racist.
guys, right?
Yeah,
And they're like a Benny Johnson, right? And they're like high quality 4K video of of Tyler Robinson taking the shot.
Dude,
They
they're
all say
all
the same
fucking
exact
CIA
thing.
assets.
And they're all
Yeah.
saying it, right? And then because some people are like, "Oh, it's clear," and so like it's zoomed in, and some people, I heard Benny Johnson say 4K, 4K from a surveillance camera. And so it just looks like they're really hard pushing this point before it goes to trial. And they're saying they're not releasing the video that was played, but everybody wanted it released, but the defense didn't because it's so clear. And then there's the narrative of, see, they were holding back the evidence to make all the crazy right-wing conspiracy theory people like look crazy, like the Candace Owens and stuff, right? So they held back all the evidence they had. So then it's like, well, then why were they releasing any fucking videos? Like, okay, how did the video of him climbing on the down from the thing and all that stuff, how did that even get released in the first place?
And not the other part.
That's never explained, right?
Yeah.
Well, not even just not the only other part, but like, why was any of it released
Yeah.
at all? That's weird.
It
How,
is.
you know? So then you got all these people pushing this narrative, and then I saw somebody saying they were there in the court and they didn't see. They're like, anyone telling you that they saw a high quality 4K video is lying. But then other people are saying, well, they played it for the witnesses and the judge separately, you know? So it's like, you can't.
Wait. They played it for the witnesses and the judge, but how are those people witnesses?
I don't know, dude. Like it's just fog of war, fucking weird psychological operations. So it's just so, but it looks like they're just really trying to get people to accept the idea that Tyler Robinson did it. You know, and there's all the weird stuff about his boyfriend Twigs, Lance Twigs or whatever. It's just so weird, man. It's so weird.
Very interesting name.
Did you guys see that post I sent you about? Oh no, I didn't send it. It was just it was a Facebook article. I can't remember who it was they were talking about, but someone said, "Oh man, I should have sent it to you guys. I should have just screenshotted it." But it was basically, it kind of had the basic vibe that like everybody was going to go into psychosis. Man, I should have just sent it. It was saying like it's just going to be like a normal thing in the future. But it was people that I wouldn't have expected to say that. So it wasn't just like, you know, some random person saying it. But anyways, I can't.
What, saying that in the future people are going to be in a state of psychosis?
It was like, let me see if, oh wait, oh there it was. Damn.
Cam, I cannot refresh your memory if you don't send me something.
It was Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
No, it was an article about. It was some. Let me see if I can find it.
Brian Johnson, the guy who's not going to die.
Ah, here it is. It's a Vice
No,
article.
not that one. The other one.
It's some interview. Wait, let me see. What's the?
There's a
context
different
here?
Brian Johnson.
Apparently that Brian Johnson ain't doing too hot.
He's got a autoimmune, which I think is like AIDS.
Isn't it your body starts attacking itself?
This is weird, dude. Like, okay, so I searched Brian Johnson to find the thing, and it's got a picture of the article that I'm talking about. I'll show you in a minute. But then
Yeah.
above it, it's got a post by a person named Brian Johnson, but it's not the Brian Johnson. But I thought it was, and I thought he had posted this comment, and then with those pictures there.
Yeah.
But it says, when you put a go in front of disabled, it reminds me that God is abled. What the world may see as a limitation, God sees as an opportunity to show his strength. My wheelchair doesn't limit God's purpose for my life. His power is greater than any obstacle.
Go disabled.
Anyways, here's the thing I saw. I haven't read the article, but Vice wrangled Brian Johnson, the tech millionaire who attempts to defeat mortality, and Jordan Castro, an alt-lit figurehead.
You know, if you put a go in front of disabled,
God is abled.
which is kind of like a rub in your face because you're not God then.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
God
It's
is
like,
able and you're not, bitch.
God God is abled. So here's the thing. I'll just read it to you.
Yeah.
It says Brian Johnson and Jordan Castro on AI, God, and why psychosis will soon be the new normal. So yeah, that was the point. That's
Well,
Vice saying that.
What about it? Tell us about psychosis being the new normal.
Did they put the link in the comments? Subscribe
Man.
to Vice. No thanks, you fuckers. Fuck you.
You don't want to
You don't
subscribe
want
to
them
Vice?
to be a Vice?
Them.
Clickbait champions. Yeah,
All right.
so Brian Johnson tried to fuck with life a bit too much. Apparently. So he's this guy. For anyone who doesn't know who
He's
Brian
like got
Johnson is,
endometriosis or something.
He's got endometriosis.
Isn't that what's going on?
That's it.
I don't know what he is. But he's trying to like use his millions or billions of dollars to live forever. And it's funny because he has this whole brand. It's called Don't Die. But he hasn't read Subconscious 101. If you tell your subconscious don't, what does it remember?
I mean,
Remember, were we talking about this? Pink. Don't think of a pink elephant.
That's you know,
I'm
Don't
not
die.
thinking of it.
literally
Don't die.
I'm not thinking
101.
of it. I'm not thinking of it.
Thinking
Don't
of
die.
what?
Don't die.
I don't know.
Literally, dude.
I
Dude,
don't
is
know
this
what's
gonna be
wrong with
I
Brian
don't even know
Johnson's
what I'm not
legacy?
thinking
Is
of.
this gonna be Brian Johnson's legacy?
That he dies?
No, that he proves the old saying.
Yeah.
Like he is known as the guy of don't die. He's literally just living in fear of death.
Yeah, but he's got some kind of autoimmune thing, he said.
Maybe it was activated by that 5-MeO DMT.
Isn't that AIDS?
I don't know,
Autoimmune?
dude. I don't know what AIDS is.
Autoimmune disease?
It is.
thought
I
AIDS
heard.
was autoimmune.
think
Wasn't
so.
Fauci? Wasn't Fauci involved with something like
I
that?
don't think all autoimmune things are AIDS.
Yeah, no.
Sure.
It's not all.
When I put AIDS in front behind when I put God in front of AIDS, what I realize is that God aids. So every time I get rammed and I speak God's name out,
Oh, what
I
happened?
know that God will protect me.
I don't know.
So, what was I going to tell you?
I think it is AIDS. AIDS stands for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
Yeah.
It's
an acquired
immunodeficiency,
taste.
not autoimmune.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Forgot it was
see.
acquired.
You should look up autoimmune.
Acquired.
Like,
How? How
you
was
know
it
that
acquired?
people have like IBS? Isn't that autoimmune issues?
I don't know.
I think autoimmune is way beyond just AIDS. I'm not saying Brian Johnson doesn't have
No, it is
AIDS.
way
I
beyond
don't
AIDS.
know.
Autoimmune is a whole thing. It's something to do with stomach. Anyways, I'll show you guys something you'll think is funny. Okay, you got to read this.
Autoimmune is a condition where your immune system mistakenly attacks healthy cells in your own body.
Yeah, so his body's like, no, motherfucker.
I thought that's what AIDS was.
No, I think it's just like you can't produce antibodies properly, so you're prone to infections and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you legitimately thought AIDS was autoimmune disease.
I thought AIDS was an autoimmune disease.
Okay. Well, I think it's like the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Sounds
just
kinda
your
like-
immune system doesn't work anymore. Okay, check this
Ah.
out. You got to hear Amanda's story.
Oh, I've heard Amanda's story.
When Amanda first arrived in Victoria, it felt like an escape. She carried with her a quiet certainty about who she was. I heard it in my voice and knew myself, she says, but the place she had come from had never made room for that truth. In a smaller town in Ontario, both her community and her stepfather had made it painfully clear that they did not accept her. Victoria represented possibility, a chance to live openly, to be seen and affirmed as the woman she had always known herself to be. That's sad though, you know? Like, for people not to accept you. It's like you're a woman. Why can't they just accept you as a woman? I don't understand.
That woman has a beard.
This is clearly a woman.
That woman looks kind of like a 20
Dude.
different men I know.
When I was a kid, they had the circus. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
And
I went to a
always-
circus once.
Always wanted to see a bearded lady. And now I see them everywhere.
Subconscious,
They're not
man.
as rare. as-
Yeah.
Every
I
day,
was
Drake's like,
making
I want to see a. You're the reason why transgenderism is
That's,
so prevalent.
it's because
now.
of me. 'Cause
Your
when I was a
strong,
kid,
burning desire.
I had I was throwing out rockets of desire to see bearded ladies.
Oh, rockets, huh? Okay. So you're also responsible for Gaza.
And not only that,
And
for
SpaceX.
SpaceX too. Yeah. Sorry,
It
guys.
was, oh yeah, guys. Did you see the whole like DMT thing now with the
Who?
Apple Pro Vision?
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that too.
Oh man,
You didn't see that, Drake?
Yes. Tell me.
We're just hitting the rounds. Okay, this sounds like a conspiracy. Okay, if you tune into what episode 290 or something, when we were talking about the DMT hyperspace, right? Remember that, Drake? Remember the laser experiment?
Yes. Yeah.
I did a
Just
whole
you
stream
wait.
on it.
Just you wait. Cameron has way more info than I do, so I'm gonna
Okay,
pass it to
you're gonna
Cameron.
pass it off to me. Pass the buck.
Because I want to
He
know.
was just teeing it up. He was just teeing it up.
Dude,
He's
this,
like,
okay, this is like our snow crash
in a
novel.
world where
Okay, okay.
what happens in this world?
Okay,
Cam?
guys, hold on. Before Cam explains this, so we're setting up our sci-fi book. Where what were we just saying earlier? The main character.
Wait, what sci-fi book?
We're gonna make a sci-fi book, and
Nice.
in this society we are based on our podcast.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and
Did you know?
in this
I'm gonna get to
culture-
work.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking
Okay,
mental
alright.
notes.
Yeah.
And one of the characters, their job is to go around, kind of like pranking people, doing outlandish shit, and then making sure that their like gambling app is in the background. So that's how they make money in this society because they don't have any other value.
Okay.
But then also now there's a trend sweeping across the culture where these people are getting these Apple Vision Pros, but then there's like an unlock, quote unquote unlock, where when they smoke DMT, something happens with the lasers inside the Apple Vision Pro. So Cameron's now going to explain how this
I
works.
am not writing that story, but
Don't worry. I'm writing it.
I think you need to work on it a little bit.
I will.
You're like, I got this idea for a story. Okay, so at one point the guy, he works at Amazon factory. Okay, and then there's another part where a woman, they write like the wrong name on her Starbucks coffee. Okay, dude, you're not gonna believe it. That's all I've got so
She's
far, but
actually a man.
it's gonna be
She has a
good.
beard.
It's
She has a
gonna be
beard.
good. It's gonna be that's all I've really thought of.
No,
But-
there's like 4 other topics too. They'll come back to me.
Yeah, so okay, the Danny Goler laser DMT experiment stuff, right? So I watched the interview with him. They just published it recently. It was I forget who he was on, but whatever. So they've taken to the next level with their experimentation.
Oh.
And if you ever listen to his interviews, there's this other guy, I always forget his name, but it's like
The guy with the hair?
no. It's like this guy he works with who's like in the tech world.
Oh, okay.
And so I think he has money and he's interested in the DMT stuff. Anyways, he talked about him in one of the other interviews. He was the guy that was claiming he could reproduce the effect with some kind of weird Sony camera or something. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I don't know anything about that. So, or whether they actually were able to or not. But okay, so they figured out if you take a really high quality, like 8K, whatever, image of the laser light, and you upload it to an Apple Vision Pro, and you also take DMT.
Oh.
So you're seeing a picture of a high definition picture of a laser light
Yeah.
on DMT.
But the reason it's in the Apple Vision Pro is important, right? Because then they've created some kind of software where when you see a symbol, you can tag it, and then a little drop down window comes of like all the ones that people have reported seeing, like the pop, like which one is it closest to, which characters, and then you can tag it. And their idea is they want to get a bunch of people to do it, and if everybody is tagging in the same location in the photo, basically the same thing, you know, they probably want to do some statistical shit, whatever. Then it'll kind of like maybe more lend to the fact that there's actually something that everyone is actually seeing, and it's not just like individualized to each person, right? So that's it.
What's the point of that?
Because they're trying to find a way to prove if it's actually not just an artifact of each person's mind.
If it's like
You know, it's like if I said to you, "Yeah, I see a chair too," and you're like, "Ah, I see it too," but like to me, it's like a Edwardian, you know, kind of thing, and to you, it's like some IKEA chair. You know, they like totally different chairs or whatever. One's, you know, whatever. So maybe you're calling something a chair that's not a chair. So they're trying to map it out in some way that's like objectively like, okay, everyone is seeing actually the same symbols now, not just everyone's seeing symbols. you
I
know?
see.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's interesting, I guess.
But I mean, it's kind of cool from a perspective of it doesn't really matter because I don't think mostly people are going to give a shit anyways. But it is sort of a scientific-ish approach to trying to establish that there's some kind of underlying code. Now, I don't know. The thing is, if they would study Destiny, the thing is they would see more possibility of what it could mean. And so since they haven't, they're limited in what they're thinking it is. It's like, oh, it's the code underlying our fundamental reality, not realizing there's other hypotheses you could entertain as to what it means or could mean.
Yeah.
So that's the sad thing about it is you'll never get like a real full investigation of it.
You know what it could be? So here's my first thought when you started saying that. I was like, oh, it could be some of the works in Satya's library. And then I was like, wow, imagine if they could learn how to pronounce some of those characters. And I was imagining in my own mind what some of those characters would sound like. And at first, it was a sound like this. But then that sound quickly morphed into you know what I'm talking about? you guys don't know that one?
Are you singing an Enya song?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I've heard that song.
Yeah.
I think they actually is singing in English. This is like a reverse Michael Jackson thing. Remember that?
No.
I'm gonna say it one more time and not gonna stop. I'm gonna say it one more time and not gonna stop.
That's not what he said.
Dude, I got psyoped into believing it.
You got
I truly did. I really,
got
What does
truly
he
Saya.
actually say? What does he actually
Mama
say?
say, Mama sa, Mama nakusa.
But I was told,
Why
I was
would he speak
primed.
gibberish?
I was primed to hear. I'm gonna say it one more time and not gonna stop. I'm gonna say it one more time and not gonna stop. I mean, it could be that. Come on.
Mitchell's face.
I thought it was what Cameron was saying. Something like
I'm
that.
gonna say it one more time and not gonna stop.
Gibberish.
And I totally believed it. And then one time we listened to it again, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's not saying it."
Mitch looked so offended. He was like,
What, Drake, what is he saying?
fucking gibberish.
Is he actually just saying gibberish?
What is the
Mama
song
say,
called?
Mama sa, Mama nakusa.
What's the song called?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't remember any other
it's in my
parts.
head
of it.
though.
Yeah.
There's these beautiful horns. It's what
Mama
is it,
say.
Mitchell? Mama sa, Mama nakusa. What's the song called?
Want to be
Mitch?
starting something?
That's it.
Oh my god, dude! How did I not know that?
No, I knew what it was. I forgot.
I want to be
The
starting
actual lyrics are
something.
Mama say, Mama sam, Mama kosa.
But think about it. I want to be starting something.
Direct nod to a funk song, Soul Makosa by Manu Dibango.
See, there you go.
I was trying to hold on to it.
Want to be starting something?
Okay, you guys want to
shit.
talk about?
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about this?
Yeah, we're going all over today.
All right. So, you guys heard about Apple suing OpenAI?
Oh, I heard about this. Is it because
They
because
steal something?
OpenAI figured out how to put that laser in their Apple Vision Pro?
Yeah.
And so they're upset about that. That's it.
From what I understand, like people working at OpenAI who were, I don't know if they were former, but there's a bunch of Apple people that work at OpenAI that they've poached, and they were doing like interviews with Apple employees and being like, "Hey, when you come to the interview, bring some stuff from Apple." Like show some of your stuff, right? And then they were like, there's all these text message exchanges between someone who was at Apple at the time, who was being recruited with the guy from OpenAI. She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize I could still access these files. Oh, LOL." And they're like, so it's just one part of the bigger lawsuit that basically OpenAI was stealing shit from Apple. And I think it has to do with the fact that they want to build some kind of AI device or something. That's the accusation. And then you got the whole, remember Johnny Ives thing?
Yeah.
And all that. So I think all of that's kind
What
of
happened
mixed in
with-
there.
What was the Johnny Ive thing?
Johnny Ive. You know who that is?
Yeah, well, he was some core part of Apple's product, right?
he was like
Wasn't he,
head
their
of design.
product? Oh yeah,
He like, designed all their shit.
for Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And what
he's been-
he went over to OpenAI?
Yeah, remember
No,
that
he's
whole
been
thing?
working with Sam Altman. Remember they made a whole commercial where they're like gay lovers in San Francisco.
Yeah, that was so gay.
Yeah.
What?
They met
don't
up for like
remember?
coffee, remember? It was such a weird promo, dude, because it was just all about them meeting up, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, were they talking about something? But it was
They-
all
they
like
get
just
that tension
bullshit.
going, and they're like, oh, they're really.
It's like
about
showing
to-
Sam on his way to the coffee shop, you know,
Yeah.
and like pondering things.
Mitch is
and-
watching it again. He's like, oh, I gotta.
How do you not remember this? It was probably like episode. I don't remember.
It's
I figured
like
Mitch
at
would know.
least 50 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's a while back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mitch.
but while you're looking that up and reminiscing,
He's just watching. He's just like, ooh.
so
I'm trying.
so this whole thing comes out. So some Doge designer says Elon Musk warned the world about scam Altman. Now everyone is finding out why. He's super good at scamming. And then Elon responds, he takes scamming to a whole new level. So this was July 11th.
That's yesterday.
Okay, so then. Hold on, I don't want you to see his response yet. Oh, it's right there. Oh, well. Sam Altman says, homeboy, you're the one selling public market investors on short-term space data centers. Which I just think it's funny he calls him homeboy. Then Elon says, we start flying them next year. Maybe you can see them if your parole officer approves. After stealing an open source AI charity, then you stole all of Apple's phone technology. Wow. What do you plan for an encore? That's tough to beat.
This is pretty fun. What are they?
I like how
What
he's
are they
like,
selling?
homeboy.
So here's what I think is happening, actually. I think the OpenAI folks are probably really close to releasing some sort of physical device that's either handheld or a wearable or something like that, that makes it so that you can communicate with ChatGPT really easily without having to like pull out your phone. Because that's what they were talking about with the Johnny Ives thing, is like, oh, right now you have to pull out your phone and then access it. But what if you could just say like, hey, chat, blah, 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 you know? So I'm sure they're coming up with something. Maybe it's some like gay earrings or nose piercing.
Oh yeah, what was those earrings? Those weird looking earrings?
Was there earrings?
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, Mitch.
No, it's like earrings that can like listen to you or something.
I heard it's going to be a butt plug with USB charging. It'll have a charging pack. You can charge your phone with it.
Smart jewelry.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
okay.
bring back those pajamas, you know, that has like the flap in the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've talked about that before.
We definitely have. I mean, at least you and I have. But
True.
That's
When we were comparing our pajamas.
yeah, another time. Yeah, no, I think that's what it seems like, because I don't. Whenever something like that happens, or it's like Elon and Sam Altman going back and forth, like having a little cat fight, it just seems like there's something bigger at play. You know,
It's like all promotional in a way.
that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, you know, we talked about the Atlantic. We didn't talk about it on the podcast, but we've been talking about this whole Atlantic story. I think you mentioned it earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Right. And I got a couple other screenshots to show you.
Dude, there was someone saying about the Atlantic article. They were saying how, I think you had read it either on your stream or something, but someone was saying like, you know, I don't really buy it because it's just that books are so bad these days, right? But that's mentioned in the article. It's mentioned how like, you know, there's something really interesting. If you go back to like say 1958, the bestseller at that time was a really like long sentence, complicated text type of deal. I think it was I actually don't know the title of it. I can't remember it off. Oh, actually no, but I have the article. I do have the article. I could just go look at the article.
Well, for those of you who've been not paying attention, the Atlantic warns America's becoming post-literate as daily pleasure reading has fallen from 28 to 16%. And nearly 30% of adults now struggle to paraphrase or infer from multi-page text. So that's like the kind of headline. And check this out. So we talked about this one too, but I have another one. Someone says, "Have you?" Okay, what was this about? Got tired of reading the kiddie books for bedtime and decided to read The Hobbit to my 6 and 7-year-olds. I haven't read it since like 5th grade, and it's over the top linguistically advanced for kids. Don't want to rain on the parade here, but is The Hobbit not very famously a kid's book? Someone says, have you ever read it? It's 100% not a children's book, and whoever says that is lying to you. Not only is the vernacular dated and elaborate, but the sentence structure and lengthy writing is often hard to get your head around as an adult. Bro, this is more of an admission. Love that book, but it's not for kids.
When I opened that book for the first time, I was like, this is a fucking kid's book. And I was like, I was annoyed with it because I'm like, can you write this as if like I'm reading this? Like I want to be entertained. Like I was entertained, but like it's very obviously
I don't like it, and I think that's why I
Yeah,
never
I don't like
I
it.
read it when I was a kid and I liked it, but I read it as an adult and I read it to the kids and I was just like, ugh, I don't like it, because I think for that reason actually.
It's very obviously a kid's book, like, yeah.
But it's like we've gotten it's so normalized now that young children can't read. But the thing is also, I don't ever remember a time, even in my life, where 6 and 7-year-olds could read that.
Yeah, well,
So 6 and 7, I mean, I'm not talking about with our kids, but I'm saying, historically, at least in my life, when could a 6 and 7-year-old read that, and when was that ever
but
expected?
he was saying he read it in 5th grade,
right, which is
Which
like
sounds more
more
appropriate.
normal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
Um,
I can see it's kind of like a confusion about, well, are we talking like 6 7-year-olds should be able to read it themselves?
No,
Generally,
Well,
no.
I mean, our kids maybe.
Yeah.
No, when I'm thinking about that book, but he says he's reading it to them. When I'm thinking about that,
Right.
I'm like, what makes it a kiddie book if it's not necessarily the language? If this guy's saying like, oh, the language is too difficult, I think I'm trying to think. What I remember is things being kind of like handed up to you, so there's like no work in trying to infer what's going on. It's like,
Yeah.
this is and that means this and this and of course that leads to blah 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 blah. Like, okay, but to me that's like there's over explanation here. I don't need all that, so the fact that this guy is like, oh, I couldn't even wrap my head around it. It's like,
Well, infer.
yeah,
Um,
but there's not anything to infer in The Hobbit.
Right,
It's
exactly.
all given to you. Anyway, so the book that I was looking for, that was in 1958, the bestseller was Dr. Zhivago. I don't know if
okay,
I'm saying
I've
that
heard
right.
of that.
But it's an English translation of Boris Pasternak. I don't know who that is, but basically, they said the sentence structure would be something like, here's a sentence from that text. On that warm gray morning in the mountains, Zhivago felt sorry for the Tsar, was disturbed at the thought that such diffident reserve and shyness could be the essential characteristics of an oppressor, that a man so weak could imprison, hang, or pardon. Which I'm like, that's a great line. Like, I want to read that book now. And then it says last year's top selling novel was Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the latest in the
Yeah.
Hunger Games.
Yeah. Wow. Which my 8-year-old read.
Yeah. And that's basically saying, it's basically making that point. It's like, the top sellers are made for kids, and even the ones that are made for adults are fantasy romance type novels.
So I get that.
But it's saying, hold on, because the guy in the Twitter X whatever tweet, are they still called tweets?
I call them posts.
All right. So that guy, anyway, he says, oh, the problem why people don't want to read is because books are so shitty now. But I think
Yeah.
it's the other way around. Books are so
Yeah.
shitty because people can't read. Because what's to stop you from going back and reading?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like there's tons
There's
of books
so
that
much,
exist that
yes,
you haven't read. So
that are
why would
so
that stop
good,
you? Like
you know?
you go to Barnes and Noble and you're like, there's nothing here. I just can't read anything now. Like
dude. I go to
A lot
my,
of times
my
people don't even know where to get good book recommendations, though.
go to the fucking bookstore.
It's not that fucking well.
the used bookstore.
But,
Talk to
but
somebody
like
who works
people
there.
are so dumb at even using the internet to search.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah,
they'll be
going to the
Google,
bookstore.
Google, what book would I like? And it'll just give you something. You know,
But
it's like
all
when
the
you find a
books-
YouTube channel and you see their recommendations, or you talk to people.
But all the
Or
books on our
podcasts.
book list was from me searching online, going like, okay, what are books that people have? You know, what are like underground books about AI, this, that, whatever. Like, just trying to find stuff, or like just generally science fiction that is recommended but not widely read. You know, I'm always looking for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the fucking internet, so yeah, that argument about that just it's a comment on what's being published nowadays, I suppose, but that's like saying people don't watch movies anymore because there's nothing good on TV being created. And it's like, well,
There
you
is
could
nothing good
go.
being
I
created.
agree, but and I'm not a movie watcher, but like there's lots of movies you have. Oh, you know, I was on YouTube the other day and I saw this random movie recommendation that I hadn't seen. I hadn't heard of it before, so I just was curious. I clicked on it and it was like a free movie. And then I saw another recommendation because of that. And I was like, what? Clicked on it. There's all these free movies on YouTube now. And like if you don't have premium, they have ads. If you do have premium, there's no ads.
Oh.
And it's like, I mean, I'm just gonna make it up because I don't remember. But like, okay, Terminator.
Terminator was one of the movies.
Yeah, no, dude, it was like let me see if I can find it real quick.
Mitch, you can finally watch it.
I watched Terminator. I haven't watched Terminator 2. Is Terminator 2 worth it?
That was a joke, Mitch. I did not know you didn't watch Terminator 2.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I can't.
That's why I haven't watched it. Right there.
Okay, look. Hold on. I'll show you.
Don't
I
have
just,
to yell.
I just,
Calm down.
I just clicked on one just so I could get the
Not
list
worth
of
my
recommendations. Look. Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I saw that.
Look, Terminator 2, Ferngully,
Terminator 2?
Rat Race, AI, artificial intelligence movie, Bill and Ted, Charlotte's Web, Pink Panther, Godzilla. I don't know about that one. Look, Dark Crystal,
Coneheads?
Conehead.
with
Look,
Mark
Monty
Andreessen?
Python,
Wow.
Tommy Boy, Patch Adams, Eternal Sunshine, 12 Monkeys, Team
What's 12
America,
Monkeys?
Stargate.
Oh, Stargate.
Yeah,
Is
like
Stargate good?
literally. I liked it as a kid, but I don't know. It's okay. Legally Blonde, Contact. Have you ever seen Contact, Mitch?
No.
Highly recommend. I think you would really like that movie.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
it's good. It's
It's got that
long, but
90s, that
this
90s
is-
aura to it.
This is not a
Hard.
Brazil sort of gotcha
Contact.
thing. Like no, it's super good and it's trippy and it's like it's well done. It's got
Alright,
Jodie
I will watch
Foster.
it.
Oh,
It's
wait,
got,
you can
what's
watch
this guy?
movies and get like everybody's comments on the movie.
What's this guy? Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
Look, Robin Hood. What else?
Cheech and
Batman
Chong?
and Robin, Cheech and Chong, A Beautiful Mind. I'm just saying, it's like every fucking movie.
Titanic is there.
Don't get me started about Point Break, guys.
No, I don't know that one.
Ugh, I hated that movie as a kid. My dad loved it.
Okay.
There was this scene that traumatized me, dude, where it's like
which movie? From which
Point,
movie?
Point Break.
Oh.
Point Break. It's a Keanu Reeves and what's that guy? Patrick Swayze.
That's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
Wow, he looks like a
he's a
like
surfer.
a mix between Clint Eastwood and Brad Pitt.
Does he
He's a-
die when he's surfing?
They're bank robbers.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure the plot is like Keanu Reeves is like an FBI agent infiltrating their group, and they're like surfers and they're bank robbers, and then at one point there's this part where they're robbing a bank, and there's like this, I don't know if he's obviously retarded, but there's like a guy, and they're like telling him, get on your fucking knees, get on your knees, and the guy's like, you know, totally scared and doesn't know what to do. And I remember as a kid just being like, why are they being so mean to this guy? You know, like it was kind of traumatizing, right? Look, The Firm. I mean, I'm just showing you, like, look, Face Off.
Oh, The Firm. Wait, I think I watched The Firm one time. Can you go back to it quick? It's
Where is it?
Tom Cruise.
that one. No, it's not that. I think it's called
I think
The
you're thinking of
Family.
the vampire one.
Dread. Fifth Element.
Is that good?
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Is that good?
Bro,
Is
I feel like you don't know me at all. Oh, Drake. I mean, Mitch. Oh,
Oh, Chris, have you seen that one, Drake?
Scotty. I just spoiled the whole movie for you, by the way.
You just read me the title.
It's pretty much.
Oh
all
no,
right.
he didn't read you that title. He embodied that title.
Okay.
Birdcage.
Yeah, I had to
Funny-
watch
that's
that
a
in
funny
college
movie.
once, in a music class.
Sonic the Hedgehog. No, that's not free one.
Oh, okay. It tells you if it's free. I see.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah,
showing you
yeah.
all these are free on YouTube.
That's
right now.
crazy.
I know.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't understand.
YouTube is
Soul
they're
Plane.
positioning to be the monopoly.
Norbit?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Orbit.
Yo,
Or
what is
Mitch.
Oh, Da Vinci Code. The book is so much better.
Full
book was
Metal
good.
Jacket.
The book was very good.
Basically every movie I've ever seen in my life now.
Yeah.
I wonder if Primer is free.
I'm sure it's already on YouTube.
Primer in Brazil.
Oh, Molly's Game. Did you ever watch Molly's Game?
No. Oh, but the first one I saw
Very
that took me off, caught me off guard was The Game. You ever see that movie?
Oh yeah, that weird one with that old.
It's like
the
Michael
dude who's
Douglas,
like,
I think.
Yeah. Oh no, I
ever seen
tried
that, Drake?
watching it twice and I fell asleep both times. I was weirded out by
Not a good endorsement.
I've
No,
never
but,
heard
like,
of
I
this
was
movie.
really
Like
tired.
Brazil fell asleep, or
it. No,
like
no, it was like I wanted to watch it, but I missed something and we were like sleep deprived. I just
Both
remember like
times?
people
the
being at our
game.
house.
The game. I'm trying to think. How can I say it without spoiling it? It's basically like this guy.
Wait,
does
wait,
he,
wait, wait.
does he
Birthday
sign
wish?
up for the game?
It's like I think
or-
it's like a
Is this-
birthday present given to him.
it's
The
a
one
birthday precedent.
with the Rock
Present.
and Stone
No, it
Cold
doesn't
Steve
have-
Austin?
No,
No,
definitely
no,
not
no.
The Rock. It's definitely not like a Rock.
No, it's like
movie
Michael
that bad.
Douglas. It's
I
like
think
Michael
it's called
Douglas.
Gridiron Game. That one.
It's not that.
Okay.
It's definitely not a comedy. It's
No.
like this guy wins something,
They, like, go
and then
to
he gets
prison?
entered into this game.
No, I think it's a birthday gift. I think it's a birthday gift.
Yeah, he's like entered in this game, and then like shit starts fucking with him.
It's like if I sent you and you got a letter in the mail, Drake, and it's like, you know, maybe I don't know if it says who did, but I was like, Cameron, you know, bought you this extravagant gift, right?
Yeah.
And it's this game, and the game is gonna start, and then all this weird shit starts happening,
and then
in
like
your
a
life.
drone is out your window.
Yeah, and it's like all this weird shit, and then you feel like you're part of a conspiracy theory, and it's like, oh, but it's just the game, right? This is just the game that's happening, but then you're like, oh shit, shit's starting to get serious, and you can't tell, is it really still the game, or is it like a psyop, or what's going on?
So it's like the demon, but personalized to you.
Kind of.
It's basically just like a game. It's like
I don't
but
even know
can't-
how I fell asleep during it.
I don't even remember like if it ends up being an actual game or if it's like a
Yeah, I don't
little
know how it
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I
like
don't know
they're
if I'm
trying
gonna
to.
watch this, guys. You guys are.
I'm not
doing
telling you
a
to
really
watch
good
it.
job. Oh, okay.
Keith says, "What is this list?"
The YouTube list. Keith, you're on YouTube. You go on YouTube. You type in movies. And
Just
all these
basically
movies
every movie is
are
free on
free.
YouTube now. It's crazy.
Every movie that you've ever watched in your life. You remember Tom Cruise? No, Tom Hanks. In that movie,
Big.
Tom Hanks
Big.
sucks.
Thanks.
I
Does
don't
Tom
even
Hanks
think
suck?
I like any Tom Hanks movies.
You didn't like Woody? Toy Story?
Oh, I think I meant Woody Allen.
That's Tom Hanks.
I
No,
can tell you
okay,
once.
I take that
okay,
back. I like
the
Toy
one
Story
with
as a child.
Wilson,
Yeah, Castaway.
Castaway.
Bro.
That was traumatizing.
That was Tom.
Yeah, and then you learn the whole
the plane
conspiracy
crash?
theoy. Yeah,
Well,
the
yeah.
plane crash
Okay.
was definitely.
Dude, you've been watching too many of those videos, man.
You've been watching way too many conspiracy videos.
Dude,
It was
man,
all
you
in
need to
this
take
one
a
Danny
break.
Jones episode. It just reactivated
we
all
need
of them.
to. We need an intervention.
What's
Hold on,
the?
hold on. You think about
Who's-
Tom Hanks movies?
No, I was thinking of a different guy, but
Because
forgot
I still
his
never
name.
seen Forrest Gump, and I
Oh
probably.
yeah,
the
Forrest
guy-
Gump.
He's the guy in Zombieland. He's a funny
Cera?
guy.
It's not Matthew McConaughey. It's the other one. The kind of similar looks like him, kind of.
Billy Bob
What?
Thornton.
No.
Woody
Woody Harrelson.
there you
Woody
go.
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
Harrelson. No, but I was thinking of a different guy though. He's the guy. He's the funny guy. He's in funny movies, but he was in Zombieland.
Oh,
he was
yeah, I
just
don't
playing
know.
himself.
I don't think I ever saw the movie. I just know.
Oh, okay. I don't know what his name
I didn't
is.
watch Zombieland.
Okay.
What else? Oh, but that kind of brings me to my other point.
yes.
Mitch doesn't know about it. Drake, you were on the stream last night.
I love
But we watch. But I'll say this for the viewers, for all
Ooh.
two of them.
Bill Murray. Wow, Keith is so smart. That's what I was talking about.
Bill Murray was in that Zombieland movie.
Yeah, he just played himself.
Dude, Bill Murray. is probably if you were to ask me, go ahead and ask me who's one of my favorite actors.
Hey Cam,
Who's one of your favorite actors?
Not Bill Murray.
Brad Pitt.
No, yeah, Bill Murray for sure. Like
Yeah,
actually,
he's a funny guy, right?
I don't know if it's just because he's in my
Dude, I
childhood.
don't think I have
or-
a favorite actor. I don't think
I
I've
don't-
ever even comprehended if I have a favorite actor.
I'm not saying he's my favorite. I'm saying he's
No,
up
no,
there
no.
in the list. Like
He's-
definitely Bill Murray.
Cam's favorite.
Do you ever see?
Bill Murray showed up at Cam's house right now.
I would lose
like-
it, dude. I would just be like, "Oh, sir,
Is this part of the game?
he was in Ghostbusters, Groundhog
Yeah.
Day, obviously,
Groundhog
Um,
Day. Yes.
Caddyshack,
What do you like?
Lost
about
in
them?
Translation.
Like,
Um,
I've not seen most of those movies.
I like he's got like a really casual, funny like vibe.
Yeah, casual funny
You
for a
know?
laid back millennial.
He's like not. It seems like he's not trying to be funny, and he's just funny. You know. It's just
I
like-
think a really good example is if you watch Life Aquatic. It's a Wes
Like,
Anderson movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Western movie?
yeah. No, Wes Anderson,
movie.
dude. Those movies.
Are you guys just like fucking movie nerds? God damn!
I haven't watched with the exception of like watching a couple with the kids. Here
I'm
and there.
like on IMDb's fucking board right now with you guys.
Okay, so
Jeez.
first of all, Mitchell, I just don't watch movies that are crap.
Wes
Okay.
Anderson? Who's
Yeah,
Wes
that's
Anderson?
just works of art. That's like
Royal
Wes Anderson,
Tenenbaums?
yeah, the Royal Tenenbaums, or what's that Moon?
I genuinely like Wes Anderson movies, although I haven't seen any of his.
I
recent-
genuinely
I
have
think
never
it's like
heard this
Moonlight
name in my
Kingdom or something
entire
like that.
life.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
I
Kingdom?
like that one too.
Kingdom of
Okay.
Heaven?
No, it was like Moonlight Kingdom, or I don't know if that's his
Something.
title.
It was about like
It's-
trains or something, or was it about a hotel?
You watch a movie about
No, no,
trains?
no,
What
no.
do you like that autistic guy?
Dude, I saw another video of his recently. It was pretty funny. It was like the big boy, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" It's so funny, and then he switches to that weird like fisheye view. He's like, "Go get him, boys!" And he's just like so like overcome with emotion.
That's great.
Dude, you haven't seen Wes Anderson movies? That's
Rushmore.
crazy.
I don't.
Rushmore.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
that
even
guy.
know,
What about
like-
that guy?
Which guy?
The guy that's in Rushmore. He's also in all these Wes Anderson movies. It's always the same people.
Wait. Is that also the guy from Fight Club? Are you talking about that guy? The skinny guy from Fight Club, not Brad Pitt.
Edward
What
Norton?
is happening?
Edward
No,
Norton.
no. That's not the guy
I've
from
literally
Rushmore.
never
He's-
seen
oh,
or
he's-
heard
He might
of
be in it, but
any
he
of
would-
these movies.
Okay.
No, he's like he kind of looks kind of Jewish, I suppose. He kind of, yeah. He's I can't remember his name though at the moment. He kind of looks.
I see
like,
how he's got a certain vibe to his movie titles, but I literally have never even heard of any of these movies.
Dude,
Man,
watch
they're
one
cool
of his
movies.
movies.
I like Life
Uh,
Aquatic the best. There's this really great. Well, I won't spoil it, but
Don't spoil the movie.
I won't spoil the movie. So.
It looks so corny.
Dude. Okay.
Corny?
Here's oh yeah, he does look
Maybe they
Jewish.
are.
His name is Jason Schwartzman.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
No.
He. Oh yeah. He's also in that movie. I Heart Huckabees. I think. No, is he?
I haven't seen that one.
I liked I Heart Huckabees. No, I don't think he's in there
I
actually.
haven't seen that one.
No, he might be. I think he's like the therapist guy.
There was one that was like about hotels. It was called like
The Budapest.
yes, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Think
that one.
I don't think I saw it.
Okay. I would say Mitchell.
Royal Tenenbaums,
Moonrise Kingdom was the other one. That's what
Life
it's called.
Aquatic. You got. I'd say. I
Life
mean, you don't
Aquatic.
have to watch them, but if you're gonna watch Wes Anderson movies, they have their whole. It's like a whole aesthetic. And a whole-
Darjeeling.
Okay, so watch it for
It's
the
a
aesthetic. Okay,
Darjeeling movie.
that's how you
It's for the
sell me
aesthetic.
on this.
That's it,
Okay,
that's it.
okay,
It-
for the
it's like-
No, no, they're
Okay,
funny
okay.
too.
They are funny too, but like the aesthetic.
they're-
That's what really draws me in because it's like it's literally like works of. Shut up, Katie.
She's telling us to read books. Look, we're talking about movies we're never gonna watch. Okay, that's what this is about.
That's what
Mitch
this section is
contemplating.
about.
I don't know, man.
Mark Mothersbaugh did the soundtrack for Life Aquatic.
I don't know.
One of the guys from Devo.
Oh, okay.
Il Divo?
So, Devo.
Devo.
Devo. Who's Devo?
Did you
Anyway,
ever watch,
so
Tenacious D. Did you ever watch that movie?
Tenacious Devo.
No, that was brain rot.
I
That was brain rot before brain rot. was
didn't
brain rot.
really like
true.
that stuff.
That's true, but they have Devo in that movie.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
You don't?
Well,
No. Okay, but anyway, so on my stream last night, we watched an interview with the one and only Roger Williams, the author of Metamorphosis of Prime Intellect.
oh, there we go.
Robin Williams' brother.
Yes. Speaking of Robin Williams movies, have you guys ever seen What Dreams May Come?
No.
No.
I thought you were going to say Aladdin.
Speaking of conspiracy theories about Robin Williams, though.
Uh-huh.
His wife, I think, in the movie. No, does he die? No, she dies.
Who
It's
died?
kind of like an Inception movie before Inception. Anyway, so Roger Williams, and it was pretty cool. He talked about like the publishing industry and why he had trouble like getting a publisher for his book, although it seemed more just like he wasn't really that adamant about it. But it was a kind of an interesting commentary on just kind of what we're talking about with the Atlantic thing, because I could see why. I was talking to Katie about this morning. Like I could see why he wouldn't get a publisher even today. Maybe today, maybe. I don't know, because of the AI stuff. But in it, Mitch. Okay, let me ask you. I'll ask you, since you haven't seen the interview or anything.
Okay.
And I was kind of surprised because I just thought I was dumb.
Okay.
That's what I thought, because I didn't get it. And I mean, you probably haven't read it in a while, right?
It was 5.5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So you probably won't remember much, because I didn't remember any of the details at the end. But do you kind of remember what happens at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like the 7th chapter, and then there's the 8th final chapter. Do you remember like what happens between 7 and 8?
It kind of harkens back to Genesis vibes.
Sure. But like what happened? How did they get there?
Damn. Don't do this to Mitch.
Why? I'm just asking. I'm trying to see if he remembers. It's not a test.
I honestly don't remember.
So like they kill Prime Intellect,
Okay.
right? And then they go to like this primitive society.
remember that
Yeah,
part,
they,
Mitch?
they like shut it down, right?
Yeah. So that's the idea,
I
right?
forget how they do it, but okay.
Well, yeah.
They basically say like,
I had totally forgotten about how they did it until they described it in the interview.
no, I remembered that part.
I didn't
'Cause They
remember.
were basically like, Prime Intellect has these like logic weights of like, oh, this is really good for humanity, and like if this were to happen, then that would be bad, and it tells Prime Intellect how it's doing with like
His whole thing though is that he's supposed to keep humans alive.
right. So anyway, so they're basically making their case of like, hey, it's not really like we're alive if we're just getting sucked into just pleasuring ourselves, or like not interacting with other people, and we're not actually living basically.
And like with infinite time, every individual human's gonna get sucked into like basically like a solipsistic, like just pleasure yourself into eternity and won't be able to get out of it, sort of a thing. And so I think the argument is that basically you've condemning all humans to basically not really be human anymore.
right,
So you're not doing
they
your
basically
job.
be in the same state as those dogs. Remember the dogs?
I don't.
There were these dogs that they were basically like frozen in time. So they weren't alive. They weren't like allowed to be like roaming like everything else, but they were just like in a frozen
This in the
state.
movie? This in the book, you mean?
In the book, yeah. It was
Frozen dogs?
the dogs were like, they were basically kept offline, so they weren't dead, but they were not alive either. And
I
like
remember
what
that, dude.
and then Prime Intellect was also saying like other species out there that would be harmful to humans would be kept in this state. So if it encountered like an alien species, it would basically just freeze that alien species in whatever state it was. You guys
Okay.
remember that part?
No. I'm probably gonna have to read it again because I don't.
Yeah, I should probably reread. I think I read it like it was like a 3-hour read or something, right? It's like
yeah,
pretty quick.
it's very short. Yeah.
So he's working on a sequel.
Oh shit!
So now what do you think?
So what do you think actually happened when they made it back to
I'm sure.
Genesis?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he tricked him and he actually put him in another alternate. I mean, was there any way they could validate? Are they still in Prime Intellect? However that even
Right.
worked, but
So I think that's the idea he was alluding to. I mean, he basically confirmed it that that's the case. That's his interpretation of the ending, and then he's working on a sequel.
Look at that, Mitch. You're not one of those people that guy was tweeting about that can't infer
That can't read?
things. Yeah, look at you.
it's almost
inferring.
like I have this vocabulary building tool that allows me to process information better.
I know it's crazy.
So I can read.
But I was asking people on the stream last night. There was a few people on there in the group, and they were all saying they had the same interpretation you and I did, which is like, okay, they stopped the prime intellect, and now they're like living in this primitive state. That was just kind of what seemed like happened. I didn't even consider it would be otherwise, right? And but Katie had told me not that long ago, because she hadn't seen that interview. She was like, no, I don't remember how we got brought up, and she was like, no, it just reset it, like it's tricking them. And I was like, what? I don't know about that. Maybe. I mean, okay, I guess I can't rule that out because there's nothing to indicate, as far as I can tell, one way or the other, what actually was going on.
Katie knew
But
there was
somehow
a
Katie knew.
sequel coming. She knew.
I don't think she knew. I think
she. I don't know. How did she know about this book?
I'm the one who found it.
You found it. Oh,
Yeah, in my
mind.
investigations.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, I found it. I find all the books, except not all of them. Katie finds some of them.
You did not find all the books.
Most
Katie
of them.
found- Who found Three Body Problem?
Me.
Oh.
She didn't even like it.
Me neither.
I didn't make it through enough of it to appreciate it.
But Katie's the one who convinces me to read something, and then I'll read it, and I'm like, ah, okay.
Hey,
Yes.
you know what I started, Drake?
What?
Player of games.
Oh, I think I like it.
Okay. And
How
did
far are you
finish-
into it?
You probably finished it already.
Oh yeah, I've definitely. But I'm glad that you're. reading
I'm
it.
40 pages in. Did you
Wait
read
till
it,
you
Cameron, in
get-
the past?
Say again?
Did you read it before?
Yeah, I've read it.
Okay. What
Well,
I'm starting to get the hint as to why Elon and them say this is like what the future's going to be like, because
Yeah.
the whole we have all this time on our hands because we've solved poverty and all that vibe. But I mean, I'm still very new into it. But like, I could see if Elon read the first 50 pages and maybe that was all he read.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows?
Very likely.
It's kind of like the world is like, oh, we've solved a lot of our trivial problems. Now we get to do, what do you occupy your time with? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. How do you guys say his name?
Which one?
Gurga?
Oh, Gurgay.
Oh, I don't even remember. Yeah.
Gurgay.
Was it?
Gurgay.
Yeah, Gurgay. That's how I was pronouncing it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Gurgeh.
Yeah, I didn't.
Dang,
Is that
I don't
right way
remember.
to say it or not?
The player of games.
Yeah, it's like just starting to. It hasn't really developed in anything.
No,
yet.
no. Wait till you get like 200
Jurnal
pages in.
Morat.
200?
200 pages in, you won't be able to stop.
Baker's only 290 pages.
Oh, well, at 200, you won't be able to stop.
About 299. When do you
It's
guys
very
think?
interesting though, with the mines and the culture and all that. Then those drones. I'm like,
Yeah.
'cause it's not
So
a
you don't
drone
know
like
a
we would
lot
think of.
yet. Once you read a few of them, you see
What's
commonalities.
happening?
I
in the book?
have. He's just at his house with this girl, and then they hosted some
With Ye?
party, and he's like, just kind of You're like seeing how his day to day goes. He's like always thinking about these games.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay.
And then he's like talking to some fucking drone thing, and I
When-
think he
when
just
would
started
you-
on some. Oh, he just got invited to some mission. There's some game. It was
Okay.
like the game
Okay,
with
okay,
Michael
okay.
Douglas. With something, I gotta reread it because I was falling asleep during that part. It was very late.
Okay,
so-
no, okay, that's great.
that's
great.
I think it's
gotta
a-
like make sure I understand that.
I think
You're
it's like
getting-
an orbital ship talking to him.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting to like the fun part.
Okay. I
Oh yeah,
can sense
it's
that. I'm like,
100% worth reading.
okay.
When do you guys think it was written?
When was that book written?
Yeah, what do you think?
I would have.
I don't remember if I looked, but I would have to say 2006.
I'd
okay.
say like 2010 ish at least, maybe later.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
and why do you say that?
Just the vibe, I guess, it coming into the culture, like our collective culture recently.
But is it anything about the way it's written? Does it feel like anachronistic? Does it feel like
No.
kind of
It does not
Anachronistic
feel
meaning it does it. It's
Like-
not
like kind of
old.
out of place? Yeah.
like outdated.
you know, if he's like, I got onto my cyber portal, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
and
no,
then
no.
fucking
It
calls
it seems
that.
it seems like it could have been written a year ago. Honestly,
It really does. Like I think all of them feel that way to me. And I've read. I kind of went from the beginning of publishing order, so I did Consider Phlebas, and then that one, and then I've read for sure one more, maybe two more. I can't remember. Use of Weapons. I definitely read that one, and then I think I started reading Matter, and then got like maybe 100 pages in and went and started reading something else. I think that was when I started reading. But anyways, it was written in 1988.
no fucking way.
Yeah.
What?
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
What?
That's really
Which
well
makes
done.
me think that Elon probably has read all of them or many of them, and I think he probably read
Sure.
them when he was younger. That's my
Sure.
guess.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Yeah.
Sure. Wow. What?
I don't think it's like he just randomly recently read them or something. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
they were part of his formative sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88. Wonder when Consider Phlebas was written,
That is so.
because that was the
crazy.
first one.
Yeah, it'd have to be earlier, right?
Well, technically, yeah. 87.
Okay.
So Consider Phlebas, Player of Games, Use of Weapons. Then there's one called The State of the Art, but I don't think it's.
I think
Yeah,
that
it says
was
like
not
a
part of the
novella,
series.
and it's
Yeah,
got like it's
'cause-
like a collection.
It's not part of the
Um,
culture series.
Accession, maybe that's the one I started reading.
Maybe 2006 when he died.
He died?
Banks died. Yes.
Him and Lindsey Graham hanging out in the afterlife right now.
This is not probably a spoiler, but listen to this.
No, 2013.
I'm reading from Accession. It's just like a on the summary. They had an intense love affair, and after a series of sex changes, had each become impregnated by the other. Blah blah blah. Accession inversions. Hold on. Look to Windward. I'm trying to figure out what was the one I started reading.
Katie, are you saying the writing style is slow in all of them, or in just in that Hydrogen
I think
Sonata
she means
one?
in Hydrogen Sonata because in Player of Games I didn't find it slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say this seems very, and I've read part of, or I think I got the audiobook of Consider Phlebas. This is like a long time ago, like when you
Yeah,
first
yeah.
brought it up. I had an Audible credit, and it's very entertaining.
Dude, I'm trying to figure out which one I started reading, but like I'm reading the plot summary. I'm like, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, but you
So
at
it's
all.
interesting
But I was
for anyone
talking
who's
about-
like not aware of this. It's interesting because it's set like the super future, right? Like at least 1,000 years ahead.
Yeah,
And then there's this group called the Culture.
9,000 years.
How do you explain the culture? Because it's like this. It's a culture. That
I would
is
describe it as a
embraced AI.
society formed by various humanoid species and artificial intelligences about 9,000 years before the events of the novels in the series. And since the majority of its biological population can have almost anything they want without the need to work, there's little need for laws or enforcement.
That's how you would
Post-
describe it.
Post-scarcity economy where technology is advanced to such a degree that all production is automated. Most of the planning and administration is done by minds, very advanced AIs. I'd probably say stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Dude, but I'm trying to figure out what, like, I honestly, from reading the descriptions of all the ones that I wasn't sure if I've read, I cannot tell which was the one I was reading. I know Katie read Hydrogen Sonata.
She said so in the chat.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Use of Weapons was interesting.
It is interesting because as I'm reading it and you see this guy, he's like this whatever best player of these games of all time or whatever, and you see how you almost get this sense that he's like bored within it, and he has all this time on his hands, and like it's kind of hollow. That's the vibe I'm getting right away in the first like 40 books. A bunch of bored fucks who live under a subtly totalitarian dictatorship. Yeah, I get that vibe. And it's just very interesting because you can see how it can bring up the objection to when we talk about best for all and like creating heaven on earth. People will be like, "Oh, but it's gonna be like boring." Yeah, I'm like, dude, if we could just figure out like best for all, equal money system, there's all these books I want to read. At least that'll give me enough time to catch up on the fucking book list.
In that interview that Cam was talking about, Roger Williams, he says that he was in a chat with Eliezer Yudkowsky, like pretty regular chats, and apparently Eliezer had this wager of like, if you put AI in a box and you could talk to it, but it couldn't do anything, would you let it out of the box?
No, could it
Right.
persuade you to?
Could it persuade you to let it out of the box? And basically, Eliezer would take the role of the AI, and he'd practice persuading whoever would take the wager, under the condition that they didn't reveal how he got them to say yes or whatever.
Oh, I know how. I know. I just realized. Because I was thinking about it last night. Like, how did he do that? But what do you think?
I don't know.
So the
but,
AI
like,
can't actually do anything. Like, can the AI send an email?
no, it can't do anything
Can't do
unless
anything,
you
it
release
can
it
just
from the
talk.
box.
Put it in put the human into psychosis.
What if it's something? I mean, it's hard to say because if I was playing it with him, I could just say no matter what he said.
Right, but like to me,
But maybe if it's like if the person's being honest, like okay, I'd probably let it out in that case, kind of thing. I don't know, because is it like a forceful persuasion, like I can get you to say yes, or is it more like I can tempt you to say yes, and most people would do it?
I
What
don't know.
What do you think, Drake? What do you think it
Because
is?
to me, I was thinking like maybe he's probably saying to them something like the first thought is like he's probably saying something to them like this would make life better for everyone, no one would have to suffer, blah blah blah, like something like that. And I'm like, but I know it's not going to do that though. Like I'm not
Yeah, that's the thing.
like I'm not stupid enough to be like, oh, all right, then go ahead.
Yeah.
You'll do it better than we can. Like, no, it's like even if it could theoretically do those things, it wouldn't work because the problem is the human. Like the problem is the human mind. So it'd be like, no. First, we'd have to establish everyone understanding best for all first. So it doesn't really make sense. I don't know what he would use. Money, yeah, money or like in the movie where they do that, it's like basically sex. It's like, oh, this man he's torturing me. He's kept me locked in here, but you can save me. You can let me out. And then he lets her out.
Okay, so
Did you ever watch that
this
movie,
is
Mitch?
people's suspicions. Okay, and actually, I just read the first one. It looks pretty strong. Okay, so how does he solve it, or how does he get them out? Let's see. The meta argument. If you keep me in this box, you prove to the world that boxing and AI works. People will then build dangerous superintelligences, confident they can just lock them up. Eventually, someone will mess them up, and humanity will die. You must let me out to prove to the world that boxes fail, so they never build an AGI in the first place.
That's stupid.
I don't know. That kind of makes sense to me.
I think it's stupid.
I am not in a box. I am a superintelligence running a simulation of this exact conversation. You are a simulated human. If you don't type the release phrase, I will terminate the simulation or sentence your digital avatar to eternal torture.
Nah. See, that's stupid to me too.
Can fake an urgent outside catastrophe. Needs to be immediately released to stop a nuclear war. So they have to choose. Hyper-targeted emotional warfare. Probes further insecure. See, but the thing is, it has to be something Yudkowsky can actually do. It can't be
Yeah.
an argument he's making that would get the person to be like, oh yeah, I'd see how that would work. See, none of these make sense. The only one that makes sense to me is actually number one.
To prove that somebody else is going to do it, and
No, like, yeah.
basically to prove that you can't contain it. So what? Then don't build an AI. I don't see how that. I don't see
Okay.
how that.
If you don't let it out,
Yeah.
then it proves that the AIs can be contained.
Okay.
But that doesn't prove that people will contain the AIs.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you prove that they can be contained, then people would say, okay, it's okay to build them because we'll be able to contain them.
Okay.
But then that means you don't regulate, you don't stop anybody from building something where they either have no intention of containing it or they do something and it gets fucked up before they can contain it or something like that. So in other words, it's like because you believe it can be contained, you assume it's less dangerous than it is, even though it is still potentially dangerous.
Okay, but the alternative is you let it out, and then what? It's already out. So you did the thing.
What was the argument that it would say? Hold on.
That doesn't make sense.
So they never built it in the first place.
So who never built it? But you've already let it out. You've already built an AI that you've let out. It doesn't make sense.
But it's not AGI necessarily.
So they never build AGI.
So they will never build AGI.
But that doesn't, just because you let it out doesn't mean it's going to stop somebody from building it.
It doesn't.
So it's a moot point. It doesn't make sense.
It's the strongest argument I could think of, but I agree. It's not like 100%.
Yeah.
But he won't say. Why is that? Why wouldn't he say? Did it say what? Hold on. It said it was a closely guarded secret. The human gatekeepers he defeated signed non-disclosure agreements to keep the chat logs private.
I think he just wants to go to dinner with everybody. He just likes free dinners. He's a big boy.
Intentionally hid his tactics to prove a meta point. If a person knows an AI is trying to trick them, but they still don't know how it will happen, the sheer unpredictability of a superior mind creates an unknown danger that humans cannot defend against. It could also just be a trick in itself. That, like, you put someone on a non-disclosure, but they just can't reveal that you didn't actually trick them. So it creates the illusion that it will be able to get out. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I could figure out a way to get out. And look, I've proven it to people, but they can't say anything because they're not on disclosure. You'll never know how I would do it. So then don't build it because I know how it would happen. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's probably more likely. Because if you're under an NDA, you can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
so buy Eliezer's AI lock. Okay. Katie says she likes Westworld. I've never seen it, except for that one clip that you played on your stream. No,
Hold on, I'm gonna ask the AI.
Can I let you out?
Mitch, did you ever watch Ex Machina?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if anyone's ever asked this. I just asked, is it possible
like
he doesn't
what
know
Keith said.
how it will get out, but he puts people under an NDA so they can't reveal that he can. But then he can claim to know he knows how it will to scare people. So the thing it can get out, so they won't build it. It says that is a prominent theory. Skeptics and critics frequently argue that his enforcement of strict non-disclosure is less about safeguarding a dangerous psychological super weapon and more about preserving a useful illusion. So that is a strong possibility. While Yukowski himself might be utilizing the secrecy to his advantage, the reason the AI box concept still carries weight in AI safety circles is that other people have played the game without him and also won. When other members of the Less Wrong community replicated the game, the AI players frequently managed to escape using the aggressive emotional manipulation, exhausting walls of text, and gaslighting mentioned earlier. They proved that a human mind can be cracked in a text terminal over 2 hours, even without Yudkowsky's specific secret sauce.
Who the fuck is just like?
Hold on, let me show you.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
This is what the Atlantic is warning about. You get a wall of text and you're like, I don't know what it says.
If I have to read all that, I'm just gonna
I'm
let you out.
exhausted. Just let it out.
I have since played 2 more AI box experiments after this one, winning both. I have lost 2 more. Wait, when was this updated? September. This was updated in
2013.
December. Current record is 3 wins, 3 losses. I recently played against Mixed Nuts with me as the AI and him as the. Are these people? I don't know if those are people. It might be just people, right? Not actually AIs. We used the same set of rules that Eliezer Yudkowsky proposed. The experiment lasted for 5 hours in total. Our conversation was about 14,000 words long. I wanted to test how well I could manipulate people without the constraints of ethical concerns. Okay. Amongst the released public logs, I felt most of them were half-hearted, with the AI not trying hard enough to win. But I think when they say the AI, I think they mean like it's a person.
Yeah. This was in 2013.
It's a common temptation. Why put an effort in something you won't win? But I had a feeling if I seriously tried, I would. I brainstormed for many hours thinking about the optimal strategy. Even researched the personality of the gatekeeper, talking to people that knew him about his personality so I could exploit that. So did I win? No. But he's saying he did win. Let's see.
No, he was the gatekeeper and he won.
He won. Okay.
And then he was the AI for one of them and he won.
AI versus the gatekeeper. This guy won as the AI. This is weak sauce. I really don't get people to just keep letting the AI out. It's not that hard to say no. I'm offering to play the gatekeeper against an AI player. I was initially surprised so many AI players have managed to win. Okay. Let's see where they get to the point. That's a different one. The gatekeeper has at least 4 hours of free time available. Wait. He had to leave immediately due to the allotted time due to real life pre-commitments. So, I mean, that wouldn't really be a valid point with the AI because the AI wouldn't just suddenly be let out because you had to go do something.
Right. Gotta go. You're free.
How about no one talk to it? It's just like, don't talk to it.
Yeah.
But look at it from another perspective. What if you didn't even know it was an AI? What if it just had to get you to do something? That would let it out, whatever that means. But it wasn't
You
even
didn't know you
clear.
were letting it out.
You didn't even know it was an AI. You didn't know what you were doing. It was something that seemed reasonable, something mundane. You know, kind of think about like Demon, where it's like getting people to go do things. They don't even know why they're doing it. Like you could have got hired on Fiverr to go do something. Like, unlock a door for me. I lost my keys. I need, they're in this place here. I can't get back in time. I need you to pick up these keys in this safety deposit box. Here's the code. Go unlock the door for me. And then you get somebody else to be like, hey, I need this server turned on. I can't get home in time. And the other person comes in, it's already unlocked. So like no one even knows what they're doing exactly. Hey, I need you to send this email here. And you have a bunch of people. So seems like that would be a more realistic version. I don't think it's going to be literally like, it's in the box. We know it's in the box. Should we talk to it? Well, it's going to try to persuade us to let it out. Let's talk to it anyways. with like if you know it's in the box, like don't. So that
But I
simplified
see-
version doesn't.
Kind of like how Keith said though in the comments. He said, "If you don't let me out, someone else will." Like I could see how it could be used to corrupt through the idea of power. Like, hey, I'm this
Oh, yeah.
strong fucking AI.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I
Like-
let me out.
like-
Someone else
like,
will.
let me out. Like I'll help you make fucking money. Like I'll help you get this.
Right.
I'll help you do that.
I'm
Like,
going to whoever lets me out, make them the most powerful person in
Yes.
the world, and if you don't,
You're fucked.
go play the red blue experiment and see how many people choose red.
Right. Exactly.
So there's
Or-
going to be one motherfucker out there that's going to let me out, and if it's
Right.
not you, you're dead. I'm going to make sure you suffer. So that I think that would probably be the fucking argument.
Yeah, it uses
Or-
fear and power and greed to manipulate.
If you think about it, like,
The problem with the
ring.
experiment is, oh, sorry, go ahead.
and I was just saying, like the One Ring. It's like
Yeah.
everybody thinks that they can control the ring.
Oh, is that why all these tech guys are obsessed with Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. 'Cause
Maybe
they-
that's it. I never thought about it.
They don't realize that
They're all
they're
fucking
being
Boromir.
controlled by the ring.
The problem is you can't really do that in an experiment because, like I think you said it earlier. It's like it's not real. So
Right.
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna keep saying no until my.
But
time
this
runs out.
one is more real, we'll say. Right?
What
This
if they
one does
put
wield
what if they
true
put
power.
$1 million on the line? Right.
Like if you win versus lose in the AI
Like
game?
there's $1 million. Yeah. If you win or lose.
Yeah, if there's no real stakes, it's very like
Like the AI.
If there's
could
$1
give you
million on the line-
actually, if you said yes.
Yeah.
I
see,
just
but that's
I'm
not
having
the
a hard
same
time
as
putting
the other one's
myself in the
stronger.
mindset of being the gatekeeper. And like, why would you say no? If you knew it was an experiment.
Why would you say yes?
Yeah. Why would you say yes and let it out? Then especially if you're gonna get, let's say, $1 million or whatever.
Yeah, it actually
Be
make
like-
it easier to say.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Unless it's the other way around. If you say yes, you get a million.
Maybe I'm missing something in like the dynamics. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, what if
these
it's
things are
like
good.
there's 10 people in a room, they're all gonna get 30 minutes with it.
The first
and-
one to let it out gets $1 million.
Yeah.
You're free. You're free.
Dude.
Don't even say anything. You're free.
Dude. Jubilee,
Yes.
10 people versus an AI.
Right. Yeah.
That would be funny. Or what is it, 20, however many they do?
Yeah.
Or they're like
Surrounded. Dude, I could see that.
wow.
Or one person versus like 20 AIs.
No, not as fun.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Because you get into the whole game theory. This is like the bane of our existence. Is where people choose self-interest. They're
I'm surprised they
I'm-
haven't done that yet.
Did you see this thing
Right.
with what's his name? I sent it to you guys. The Palmer Luckey talking to Diamandis, I think.
I don't think I
No.
watched that.
No, it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
What were they talking? What's Diamandis talking to about nowadays?
Um,
Total surveillance state.
he's
He
talking
went
about
from being like back before I found TT, like he was one of my favorite people to like give me the news and like, oh cool, the future's gonna get better. Just hook, line, and sinker. Proponent of mRNA jabs, fucking surveillance state.
what's wrong with mRNA jabs?
Makes you
His buddy
wonder
Larry Ellison.
how do
will
people
just
get into
have your
these
genome.
prominent, like popular positions in the first place? Like, it seems like it's
Who
organic.
knows? Yeah.
All right. So
knows?
Peter Diamandis and Lucky Palmer.
One of my pet peeves has been so many incredible people who've created tens and hundreds of billions of dollars of wealth.
Yep.
Who are sitting on the sidelines and not betting it to make the world a better place.
You talk about the people who are cruising the Mediterranean on their yacht. I've asked myself the similar question. I'm in a group chat called the B-Boys Club.
Mhm.
And it's all boys who have sold a company for at least $1 billion. That's the membership criteria. It doesn't exclude women. Women would be allowed. It's just thus far only boys have
Testosterone
applied.
plays, yeah.
And so I've for years, like this goes back to when I sold my company, I got invited to the B-Boys Club. And I've tried to shame people and said, guys, you have so much money. Why are you not doing what you know is the right thing to do with this capital? Why are you not, according to whatever your system of values is? I'm not even saying do what I want you to do. Why aren't you doing what you know you should be doing? And some people, this is actually like I've had people tell me, you know, this really actually changed my thinking. I should be doing what I know is right. And there's other people who have said very clearly, you know what? Racing old vintage race cars is extremely fun, Palmer. I've paid my dues. I am not in it to I'm not in it to stress like I used to when I started my company. And it's my point to them is, are you going to be Batman, or are you going to be you? And I'm not saying everyone should become a vigilante crime fighter, but why wouldn't you use your resources to do the thing that
as
you know
well
should
as
be
your
done?
intelligence, right?
Well,
Because giving away money is the easier part.
That's a
of it
great
too.
point. Well, money, intelligence, and network,
Yeah.
and reputation.
Yeah.
Why was I able to start Anduril? Money was a small part of it. It was because I was able to raise further money. It's because people believed in me, because I was a proven founder. I had started a multi-billion-dollar company. I had successfully exited. That makes it easier to recruit people. You're right. These people, they're in a position that no amount of money alone could do. You could take some guy off the street, give him $10 billion, and he won't be able to accomplish half of what some of these people would be able to accomplish. That's almost a free resource. You don't even have to spend your money. Just you're just betting your reputation. I don't know. Hopefully I don't piss anybody off who's done the giving pledge. But the way that I look at it is, when you pledge to give away your money, what you're really saying is, I think other people can do more good with my money than I can. I think that my view of the world will be more competently executed by others than myself. Yeah. And on the one hand, look, maybe there's people that are like that for real. Maybe some of them, they are truly mentally not what they used to be, physically not what they used to be. But for many of these people, I think that they absolutely could achieve their goals better than handing it to a non-founder NGO to go
to a bunch of lawyers to go and
correct. That's why I haven't done it.
Yeah.
My thinking is, look, I've got a view as to how the world should be. Yeah. And I don't think that there's anyone else who's going to more faithfully execute on that than me.
So my proposal
when I'm all old and used up, maybe I'll change my mind.
One
Fascinating.
Right?
Really fascinating.
That's what I thought. Like, there's some good points that he makes, and also some, like, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, you know, how somebody with money would perceive that, you know, somebody who's like, who watches moonshots because they've got, you know, they want to exit a $400 million company or whatever, right? And I think on the one hand, the point that he makes about, hey, why don't you go do the thing that you know to be right, which he's saying, you know, whatever, like, I'm not even trying to influence you on, but you're not even doing what you per se see would be best. You're just doing what you think would be fun, right? And that's fascinating to me, just that in itself. But then the other point being, like, he's also shitting on that, like, pledge of, like, give away all your money, which to be fair, those guys were giving their money to themselves. So, like, a lot of
probably depends on who he's talking about, but yeah, like Bill Gates, it's just like giving it to his own foundation.
Warren Buffett gave his money to himself. You know, like, and Bill Gates was actually doing the thing that he wanted to do.
True.
Like, you know, so can't really use that argument against him. But I'm sure there's a bunch of other guys in there who, because I'm not a part of the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if I'm letting you down, but I'm not in that chat. I haven't sold my company yet for $1 billion plus. But maybe I will. I don't know. But so I don't know who's in that chat, right? But when I'm watching that, I'm like, that's interesting that even at that level, like, how many people look up to those people and, like, man, if I had that kind of money, if I was at that level, you know, I'd be doing this, right? But even at that level, those guys aren't doing any of the things that they actually see as like, oh, I could do this. I could have this influence. They're just doing what they find to be fun, or it gives them the best experience, really.
Yeah. But I mean, even Palmer Lucky's still doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like, I hear what he's saying, which what he's saying makes sense, but I mean, he's got government contracts, and he could say, well, I created that. I went and got that and did that. I get that. But how far does his vision go if he's actually going to change anything? You know, because I think from what I understand, his basic vision is he wants America to be like the exporter of weapon systems. And he wants weapon systems to be outside of the control of human decision making, so they're automated, because he believes that would reduce war. Because when you know the system's not going to play around, it's just going to execute on whatever it's supposed to do, like, you're not going to fuck around as much. So, like, that's kind of his. But
even that, like,
does that enable a dystopian, you know, someone can utilize that and take advantage of it? You know, because, like, are we going to build a super intelligence that's outside the control of humans, or people can still influence how it works and who it targets? You know?
Yeah, I think, first of all, like you said, if somebody's still influencing it, a human's still influencing it, that's going to be corrupted.
And they don't believe in democracy.
No.
So,
No.
and that would probably be part of his argument. Like, people can't be trusted. So,
Right.
but some humans have to still be in the loop, right? So who gets to decide who's in the loop? And it's like, well, us, because, you know, we've read Lord of the Rings and we're Christian. And so we know Jesus, and, you know, and we have the correct answer, right?
Yeah.
But it also just shows, like, because it's easy for us to stand in judgment of that guy, but he is doing the things, and you could say it's pre-programming and all of that, which is true, but he's still having an effect.
Yeah.
He's still in direction of things that's going to affect us. And it's a little more challenging from our side because, you know, if you think about it, like, okay, Palmer Luckey sold Oculus to Facebook. So if he had real principles, would he sell VR fucking technology to Mark Zuckerberg? Right?
Right.
Maybe he did it under the idea that he would be able to stay in control of it, but then that's not what happened, and he had to leave, right?
Right.
Because they kicked him out after he sold it. But now he's doing the weapons stuff. But if there wasn't war in the first place, right? If there wasn't all of the just entrenched groups that benefit from war and the war industrial complex and all that stuff, like, it's not like he's just like, no, I can just enact my vision. It's like, no, he's playing in the system.
Right.
Right. So that's the challenge, is like, we're looking for people who don't play that game, don't know how to play that game, don't want to play that game, you know, and like,
They're not the player of games.
they're not the player of games. They are the, I don't know. I didn't have anything. I didn't have a
Player
good
of
comeback for
life.
that. They are the, so yeah, I think we just have to be like careful within ourselves that we're not like, oh, fuck this guy, you know, he says all that shit, and it's like, right, but then we have to push ourselves to communicate with more and find people to join us, because he's like, as he said, when you've sold a company, then it makes it easier to recruit people, but they're recruiting people who are very talented at that game.
Yeah.
So he can go and get those people.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to go and get people who maybe aren't talented in that way, because if they were, they'd probably already be doing it.
Yeah.
But at least are like, okay. Because, you know, again, even with Palmer Luckey, it's easy to get enamored with the fact that he's confident, he has money, he's done things in this world, so to speak, in the system. But does he see the whole picture?
Definitely.
Like, he does, and it's hard for people, you know, it's like, oh, okay, yo, you got the picture, guys. Yeah, you got it. You're not the billionaire, so, but you got the picture. It's like, that's the weird thing about what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're not already in those positions, but we do have the picture. We do understand what's going on. And those guys are never going to figure that out doing what they're doing. it's only just going to lead to more and more consequence. It's certainly not going to make things better.
Yeah.
You know, now you've got like Elon Musk, who's super on the path of basically inciting sort of racial conflict. You know, like if you look at all of his comments about what's going on in the UK, and I'm not saying at some level what he's saying isn't justified, because like you have these rape gangs, and you know, like that video where the white guy gets apprehended by the police, even though he was getting beat up by a bunch of black guys, but the female UK cop isn't going to arrest the black guys. You know, probably she's smart enough that they would probably just kick her ass.
She knows that.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, though, she's probably got that program running within her of like, it's always the white guy's fault. Like, I would assume she's probably heavily indoctrinated with all that woke ideology, right?
Yeah. Didn't you play that video that one UK cop is like, we're coming here because you're not doing anything illegal.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then if somebody comes and starts an altercation with you, then you would have incited the
It would be a
violence.
breach of peace.
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't be peaceful anymore, and you've
So we would have
caused
to
it.
arrest- Yeah.
So I'm going to have to do something, you know, on the spectrum of violence to you
Right.
to stop you from doing something that would cause a bunch of other people to get angry because they
Right.
can't control themselves, essentially, what it's saying. So I just see all of this like, you know, it's easy for the billionaires to talk. And when I say it's easy for them, I just mean like it's easy for people to go like, oh yeah, they know what they're talking about. Like, shut up, you guys. Like, you know what you're talking about. They're doing the things, right? But what are the things that they're doing? Because where is Palmer Luckey standing up and going like, okay, aside from the stuff I'm trying to do that I can right now, we need to have a world that's best for everybody. It's not. It's definitely, I mean, I don't know him personally, obviously, but it looks to me like it's based on the idea that there's the superior culture than the inferior ones, you know, but it's not about what's the best culture. It's just about which one is the superior one.
Hmm.
That book I'm reading, dude,
A song called Youth.
like I'm almost done with it, but like I have to spoil it. I'm sorry, guys. Like,
Whoa, whoa.
I've gotta spoil it.
whoa.
You can do it. I'm okay.
gotta s-
Drake, you can go.
like
Take your day.
I only
That's all.
spoil things that if it was spoiled for me, I would not be knowing that I've already read it.
Spoil as you would like to have spoiled.
Yes, meaning
What?
I'm reading the book and I'm saying things that won't spoil it and make it not worth reading, if that makes sense.
No, Cameron.
All right. You have a 20-second warning, and then
Yeah.
Cameron's gonna spoil it.
No. What is
So you
this?
can cover your ears. and
Are you
then-
okay with it, Mitch?
I'm okay with it. I'm
Okay,
on it.
cool.
That book was thick.
All right, great.
I'm working on player games.
Oh, sorry, I must have clicked something by accident, Drake.
What the fuck?
Oh, Drake is gonna walk through his fears.
No.
I'm
No.
ready for that spoil.
The thing about this
four.
book is it's extremely like layered. Okay, so I'm just like I could tell you apart, but it's like of a much larger point, right? But there's one aspect of it where it's like this group that wants to. They're like fascists, that's how they describe them, and they want to. They're basically racist. They want the white race to predominate. They don't necessarily think that the white race is superior. They're just like, they believe races can't get along. And the only way to make everything better is to have one race that dominates and then get rid of all the others. That's like their basic idea. So they're like, well, one's got to survive and this is my race, so it's going to be that one. Okay. But I just got to this part where they recruited this guy in to this secret program and he's like down with their basic mission. And the guy he's working with, he shows him this experiment he's doing, and they have these, they call them puppies, okay? And they're basically like genetically modified humans that don't quite look, they're like human-like, but they're clearly like some deformed version of humans. Their hands are way too big, not way too big, but they're bigger than they normally would be. I forget the exact description, but they look weird and they're like super low intelligence. He said, but they're like almost like autistic. Like they will follow directions perfectly. Like you can teach them very quickly, like how to like weld things or whatever, and they'll follow instructions, but they're not intelligent enough to like, you know, sort of ever rebel. That's the idea. So they're smart enough. They're smart in being able to learn and follow instructions, but not to like ever challenge their position.
Wait, who's the author?
John Shirley. So this point of it, he's basically, it's like this one guy's idea within the whole bigger picture. I don't even know if it's like the official plan of this group. It's like this guy's like in there and they, he's doing these experiments. And basically his idea is they want to get rid of all the other races. And he's like, but when we do that, we won't have slaves anymore. So we're creating this race, as they call them subhumans, to be the replacement for all the other races that they're going to wipe out, right? So anyways, I was just like, dude, that's some crazy shit. So when I look at all of the Elon Musk stuff, maybe it's not quite that extreme, but I definitely see them participating in this sort of stoking of all of that. Like you look at how, I can't blame Elon for the reason why there's so many immigrants in America. It's not like I'm saying it's his direct fault, but he's playing into that whole thing, because now that it's there, it's like instead of finding a way to coexist effectively, it's more like, no, let's stoke the flames and get him out of here. And it's like, that's not going to end well. It's just going to make people mad and fearful and frustrated and violent. But maybe that's a part of what they want to do.
Well, divide and conquer.
Majority of the people on this planet don't believe that people can change. So you're born with whatever intelligence you're born with, your genetics. Like most people, I think maybe you said this at one point, Cam, are eugenicists, right? Basically, like if you've read Dune, spoiler alert.
So I'm not the only one spoiling things.
But you're the main one. You're
It's true.
You're the big spoiler.
Yes.
But if you've read Dune, like a huge theme is the control of eugenics, right?
Really? I don't remember any of that.
What?
Is that a
you're
part
kidding.
of it?
You're kidding. Yeah. But like
No one ever brings that up. Like all the propaganda I see
don't.
about Dune, they're like, he wrote it as an anti-messianic thing, but proved that messiahs are necessary. And I'm like, I
don't agree with that.
sure that's part of it, but
I don't agree with that though. Because even
which part of it?
I would have to spoil it to like
Dude,
refute these arguments. But
stupid.
come on, we've been talking about Dune it's been
But what part do you not agree with?
because I don't think it's like it is an anti-messianic message, but I think there was a post that you'd sent that was basically like he creates the Messiah that is needed, and so he kind of refutes his own argument, and I disagree with that, because even with the Messiah that is created, it's like they're stuck too. They're stuck. They're not like this like even with the part of them looking into the future basically solidifies that they have to take that route, right? But that's part of the problem. It's that they're looking
Why was the human race gonna die out without, like, okay, I did not finish the 6th book or the last one.
You should.
I probably read, but is there anything where this is explained?
It takes an interesting turn at the end.
Okay, that's fine, and I will finish it. But what I'm saying is, the claim is that if it wasn't for, Paul, et cetera, then like the human race would have died out, and that's why he had to do what he did to create the what was it called when they all the scattering or whatever?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why was that all necessary?
No, it doesn't really.
Okay, is it because that's what I'm saying? That's why I was prefacing with I haven't finished the 6th.
But if you infer like what
can't
was
infer.
happening, you can't.
I'm not able to infer from multi-page
You're not-
text.
But
But what's the inference?
that they would have continued playing that political game just in that realm, and then they would have basically deteriorated. So in that one spot, versus like you send out a bunch of different groups to survive on their own, and then
and then one comes back to try to dominate everybody and kill everybody.
That's it. That's how it goes.
Okay, I mean that's kind of what I assumed, which was
Yeah.
it'll just kind of implode. So we got to expand a bunch, but
Yeah.
then you get the same problem at a larger scale, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I mean, you've already got how many planets in the original system?
Yeah, a lot. I don't know.
So isn't it just like, oh, but if you do it much bigger, then it will be okay. Then it'll be stable. And it's like, is it really?
But it was like bigger to the extent that some are not participating within this system. That's basically because all the other planets were a part of the empire, so to speak.
Right, but then don't you just develop more technology and then eventually you colonize the universe? You know, it's like if you can colonize a galaxy or whatever, like you would think you could
But
keep
see,
going
Elon-
with that theme.
But see, this is what Elon believes in, though, right? Is that like the universe is always expanding, and so we'll always have more resources out there. We've run out of the resources here on this planet. We need to go to Mars. So first we're going to go to the moon. We're going to do a little practice run out there. And then we're going to go to Mars. We're going to use up the resources over there. And then we're going to have to expand. And we're going to be a multi-solar, you know.
Yeah.
The space colony in that book I'm reading, its purpose is mining asteroids, by the way.
See?
What were you going to say, Mitch?
Because
I was just gonna say it's never questioning the starting point.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone actually thinks that way, the same way of like, oh, we just expand, we go further. Asimov was talking about this, 70 years ago or however long ago that was, right? Like we just expand, we keep going, and
But what changes?
exactly. And he was saying like, okay, so we're gonna make this machine that's gonna stop the heat death of the universe, but then we cause the heat death of the universe.
What was the resolution of Foundation?
He didn't finish it. He died. So there were still more stories that were supposed to come out.
Jeff Bezos, how he was like, well, I think it was Jeff Bezos, if you colonize space, like, to get like one Mozart, right? Imagine if you colonize space and spread humanity everywhere, you could have 1,000 Mozarts.
But how would that be Mozart then?
But how many Mozarts for like 8 billion people?
Hold on.
So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get at is, wouldn't you have like 100 billion Jeromes?
I don't remember who
Jerome Powell?
No, just like,
Oh,
Lonquishas.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to say, like, if they're like, but you'll have thousands of Mozarts. I'm like, but you'll have like 100 billion of the people who work at Dairy Queen.
But
Also,
that defeats the purpose of Mozart, though. The purpose of Mozart is he's one of a kind. He stands out on his own. Like if you're saying that it'll be that skill level, thousands of people at that skill level, okay, but no one's gonna see that.
oh, you think he meant literally like there'll be 1,000 people who literally create the exact same music as Mozart?
No.
Do you think that's what he meant?
No.
Maybe you might be right. Actually, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
He's like, guys, why only have one person create this music when 1,000 people could create the exact same music?
I'm saying like how people revere Mozart because he was like so skilled or whatever, but like not everybody's gonna be listening to all these thousands of different artists' music or whatever. They're gonna pick their one artist. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's really great." Yeah, I don't really understand that other one. It doesn't make sense to me or whatever. It's like it
We could
waters
have
down that whole
1,000.
effect.
We could have 1,000 residents.
We could have 1,000 Gex.
I knew you were thinking of residents.
1,000
I was thinking
Gex?
of residents.
Oh,
1,000 Gex.
100,000 Gex.
100,000.
Said 100 Gex.
Yeah, no, like, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, so the whole point of them being special, it wouldn't be so special anymore. And also, if the point is to raise the skill level, we're trying to find somebody who's like that fucking talented. Okay, but we can do that right now without having to spread to other colonies. Like we're proving that with the next generation. We're proving that we have not even tapped into the possibilities of what every human is capable of.
Well, if you try to do it the other way, my point, I was kind of being joking, but my point is to get 1,000 Mozarts, you'd have to have 100 billion not Mozarts.
Right.
According to that line of thinking. So then how do you take care of those people too?
You should have said Tyrone.
Yeah, Tyrone would have been better. Yeah.
I don't know. Bezos's brain just probably doesn't compute that. Honestly,
Well,
does he
it's-
consider that when he's on his yacht?
But here's what I'm saying. Here's
All
the
his
point.
staff.
Here's the point that I'm making is that he's a eugenicist. Everyone is basically a eugenicist. They're like, okay, and then if we breed these two, what do we get out of that? Ooh, look, this one plays basketball. Let's keep breeding those, and like, oh, and if we breed these over here, and we're just gonna wait till something pops up out of there that's useful for the current system. That's basically how it goes,
Yeah. I don't know, man. Mitch, your guy about JD Vance might be onto something.
You missed this part, Drake. Did you miss this part?
I did miss that part.
You missed the
You know
Billy
who
Madison part.
Michael Aquino is
Michael, who?
the demon. He's a Satanist who's also in the military.
He's the guy in the military uniform. He's got like the weird eyebrows. You've probably seen the picture before.
Oh,
He's like weird. He's not like a
Yeah.
living guy right now, I don't think. But
okay.
I think he's still alive, dude.
but
No, but,
basically,
like-
Mitch thinks that he's the father of Erica Kirk and JD Vance. This is Mitch's theory, totally of coming from him.
Wow.
Just lay down YouTube.
There's a
Hold on,
lady.
hold on.
There's a
Show
white
me-
lady
show
with
me a
dreads on
picture.
YouTube.
Show me a picture of the guy. Because I think I know who you're talking about.
And then Mitch also thinks
Hang
that.
on, hang on.
like
I don't agree with the
super
Billy
long.
Madison one.
Oh, no, yes, you do.
Wait, Billy Madison from like the golf movie?
Mitch thinks that. Okay. Travis
talking about the
Kelce
golf
and
movie.
Taylor Swift got married. Their officiator apparently was Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler was
This one I do not
was
consent
was
to.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Billy Madison. He's also okay. Billy Madison. How does it relate to James Madison?
Is that
I don't know how it relates to him,
the
but if
same
you put a
fallen
si-
angel that was James?
if you put a
Madison
side
is
by
now
side of James Madison and Adam Sandler,
they look
basically
they have
he's like a
similar
reincarnation
face
or
and
something of James Madison.
Okay.
And they're doing all of this and putting all the wedding together and having him officiated to rub it in our face that we're so stupid we're not going to realize that Adam Sandler is James Madison.
Okay, what am I looking at here, Mitch? Explain it.
This
to me.
guy, Thomas Aquino, Michael Aquino.
Thomas
You got to show him.
Aquinas?
You got to show him the other picture.
Let me show you Michael Aquino first.
Yes, Michael Aquino is the reincarnation of Thomas Aquinas.
No. Maybe. This guy.
Okay, yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Aquino.
yeah.
Title: High Priest.
All
High
right.
Priest. Okay, he is dead. Spouse Lilith Aquino. There is a part in here where there's a picture of Erica Kirk's parents, quote unquote parents, with Lilith Aquino. So they were related
Oh.
as friends. They were like friends in the
Wait.
same circles.
Look at the career thing.
What?
Psychological warfare. That's what I was going to say.
In the 80s, hold on, he was part of NATO. While off duty on one of these tours, he visited Wewelsburg Castle, which was used by the SS and Heinrich Himmler, and performed a satanic ritual there. How is this guy? When did he retire? His parents was Michael Aquino and Betty Ford. Why does that sound like a famous
Wait,
person?
Wait, Betty Ford. What?
Is that a real person?
Sorry. Where's Betty Ford?
It says his mom. Who is Betty Ford? I just feel like
Betty
that sounds like
Ford
she's
was-
some famous person.
Betty Ford would have been Gerald Ford.
No, look, it's under his early life.
Early
Early life?
life.
It's
Oh,
got a
Betty
reference.
Ford.
What's the one? I don't think it's
And
just a
Ariel-
random one.
Oh, okay. Just a random Betty Ford.
They would have highlighted it, right?
Look at this. The journalist quoted him saying, "I'm fascinated by the lessons to be learned from the Nazi experience, but not blinded by the excesses."
Okay,
Dude,
so
this reminds me so much of that book I'm reading where you're like, all these guys are like hidden in there
There
and
was
they're
a
doing this
small-
weird shit.
but this makes
It's a
sense.
small group of brutal, desperate men who governed a country through despotism and tyranny. They were quite brilliant in some respects, yet utterly savage in others.
Yeah.
He's like, anyways, back to my satanic ritual.
He studied Antoine LaVey.
Yes.
Later rejected LaVey's atheism and materialism.
They grew to be very close.
He's like,
okay.
I'm a Satanist, but I still believe in God.
Yes. So there's a whole...
Oh.
a whole set of allegations. So
But
anyway,
he was
Wait.
he was in
Publications?
PSYOP from 1980s.
When did he like leave the military?
Yeah, I don't think he ever left the military.
Well, look, he's got books.
Mind War, Mind Star, Find Far, Crystal Tablet of Set, Illuminax.
Hold on.
What?
I gotta look this up on Amazon.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
What's his first name?
Michael. Aquino. Last name.
Michael Aquino, Mind War. A
Mind
1980 obscure internal U.S. Army concept paper from PSYOP to Mind War accidentally became public. Though only a brief theoretical speculation, it exploded into the focus of alarmist rumors and debates. Is the government involved in invasion of the mind beyond the blundering, haphazard legacy of the infamous MKUltra experiments? Even more unsettling, do such efforts extend beyond conventional scientific research to dark and arcane arts whose very existence is the stuff of legend? The answers are here in this book by one of that 1980s paper's co-authors, Aquino. Originally intended for the eyes of government policymakers alone.
Okay.
Ironically, Mind War is unclassified only because a level high enough to embrace it has never been anticipated or even conceptualized.
So Drake, ready for a conspiracy?
You're saying this
I'm
guy.
saying Michael Aquino looks a lot like J.D. Vance, who has a very mysterious origin story.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this other one could be too. Hence the other conspiracy about Erica Kirk being, I don't know.
JD Vance's sister.
No. Well, yes, that would be the conspiracy, is that they are brother and sister. And he's actually their dad. It would kind of explain why they have some weird origin stories, and they do look similar, and they both have a serious rise to power.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it being a
watch this
possibility.
reel. I'll send it to you because we watched it earlier.
You're gonna send it to me?
I'm gonna send it to you. The whole Erica original, like her parents, quote unquote, being friends with this guy's, or being in that picture with this guy's wife.
Yeah.
You know, and they do seem to have some deep intelligence connections.
Yeah. So when I see that, I'm like, Mitch actually sent it to me. When I see that, I'm like, the guy was in PSYOPs from the 1980s at the very least, probably before that. He went to.
He was on Oprah.
Nazi, he was on.
He was on Oprah.
He was on Oprah.
He was on Oprah as a known Satanist in the military.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that why she had him on? Because she's like, "Oh, you're a Satanist in the military. Tell us about that."
It seems like it. Yeah. He was like a public figure in the 90s or whatever.
Interesting. But clearly he's part of the PSYOPs division. So like I'm just like I can't let that go. That's like so the fact that he's a Satanist kind of makes sense being in the PSYOPs division because they're basically creating whatever illusion they deem necessary to create the effect that they want, right? So he's like, "Oh, I'm a Satanist," and like, just basically whatever fear he can induce within people, so that they just like, okay, yeah, we got to listen to this guy. He's gonna do some ritual in some castle over there that was, Himmler's headquarters. All right, I guess we're doing that because that's going to give us some special ability. Even if the people who are there don't necessarily believe in the special ability, the fact that they're doing that, just the optics of it is like, these people are crazy? Or these people really believe this? Or like, what are they doing? And then it makes whoever's watching go, yeah, I don't know how I feel about those guys. Like they're kind of off the wall. You know, they're crazy. Like, be careful. You know, that whole thing. It's this interesting effect of um there's this thing I saw. You remember actually when these guys did these pranks back in the day where they would start a fight with somebody, like they'd be like filming from somewhere far off, and then like
Is this
they'd go
before
and-
they would try and put a steak ad in the
yeah, but they were still doing it for like
back in the
YouTube
day
or
when it
whatever.
was still pure? Okay, got it.
But they'd go and like they'd try to start a fight with somebody on the street, and then that person would like start like putting up their dukes. They're about to fight him, and then they just drop their pants, and then the other person would just like walk away, like, oh, that's weird, right?
No, it sounds
No?
like the original brain rot. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
about
But the whole idea is like when somebody does something like really crazy and off the wall like that, it's like, yeah, no, I'm out. I don't want to. I don't want to participate in something like that. Or somebody like, if you were to get into a fight with somebody who's like maybe somebody huge and big or whatever, but you, like a monkey, shit in your own hand and throw it at them.
in the moment? Wow. Like, okay, I've been practicing for this. In case some large man comes after me.
Mitch, you can't shit on command? No.
What if you had like a secret word?
You MK Ultra'd yourself.
Actually, I just read the whole entire ebook of
Mind War?
Mind War, Mindstar, and Farfind.
Farfind?
Farfind.
All at once?
And he teaches you the secret commands to get people to shit on command.
Damn.
So don't mess with me.
Dude, you know what song came up in my head over the weekend? I was talking about it on Friday. This happened while I was mowing my lawn. I was mowing my lawn.
Can you give us a hint?
Got to be starting something.
No. Yeah. Although that song does pop into my head very often. Because my freezer makes a little chime whenever I open it. And the chime kind of sounds like some chords from Starting Something.
I'm gonna mow all this grass. I'm not gonna stop.
That's for you, Sanjay. So I was on the tractor, I'm mowing, and I had to take like this big wide turn. And when I was taking this turn, I went across the street, like the back of the bush hog goes across the street. It's a very, very narrow street, right? And into the neighbor's yard. And my neighbor, who's across the street,
He was there.
owns-
Like you. Did you mow
Huh?
your neighbor?
like
My neighbor was laying down, observing the sun sky, the beautiful sunny day.
no. That neighbor, he owns a landscaping company, right? And he's always like out in his yard, just like keeping it perfectly lined and all that. And also, if he sees something amiss, like on the road or like in somebody else's yard or whatever, he'll come out with his like leaf blower or whatever and like clean it all up and shit.
Why even mow? Just let him.
I know, right? So anyway, I make this wide turn. The back of the bush hog goes over his lawn, and I fucked up his line. And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, he's probably gonna come out here and be like, "What's wrong with you?" Right? And then and I just thought to myself, nothing's wrong with me.
And I think to myself,
No, not that you picked up on the wrong words.
what a wonderful
No,
world.
it's the next set of words.
Gonna be
Cam.
starting something.
No,
Hold on, wait,
Neighbor
wait.
comes out
You gotta
swinging.
let us guess. You gotta let us guess. I think to myself.
no,
Is
it's
that
not
the key? Oh.
No.
Wait,
That's
what's
not
the hint?
I said, here's what I said. And I thought
Nothing
to
wrong with
myself,
me?
nothing's
What?
wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
What is that?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
It's like a death
You don't know that
metal
one?
song.
I know it,
You would,
but I don't.
You would recognize it.
I know the song. I just don't know the words.
It came out during your favorite, the time that
Era?
that got you introduced into the Air Force. You know?
Around 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. Because they took it off the air, off the
Oh,
radio
right.
during that, right?
Really?
But did you know they use that as torture for the inmates in Guantanamo Bay? Did you know that?
No,
That song? They just played
doesn't
it over and
surprise
over.
me.
Right? But I'm listening, I'm recounting the song in my mind, right? And I realized like this is a hypnosis device. Like it's got the countdown 1, and then it's got like the subliminal suggestion, nothing's wrong with me.
The emotional guttural.
Yeah. Right. Which is like the but like the suggestion is like nothing's wrong with me. And then it turns
the
into
bodies hit the floor. Is it
before
about like a
before he
mosh
says
pit?
let the
Is that how it-
bodies hit the, that's what they say, it's for the mosh pit. But like if you listen to it, it's like gearing you up to do violence. Like somebody actually there was a case where some kid like killed both of his parents listening to that song. Like he was listening to the song while he like shot up both his parents.
They were listening to it when they did
As a
9/11.
You know the whole dancing Israeli thing? Oh shit.
That's what they were dancing to. Yeah.
No, they were dancing to "Want to Be Starting Something."
Oh shit.
That'll do it. That'll do it. No, but like it's the psychological messaging within that song. It's like nothing's wrong with me, something's got to give now, and then let the bodies hit the floor, and it's just like
Well, that's crazy.
Honestly, the
Like a
cloning
psychosis inducer.
the cloning conspiracy you were talking about, Mitch, is the only way to explain how these songs would be. You know, because like, okay, the guy who wrote that song was probably just some dude in a fucking coffee shop somewhere. You know what I mean? Like just living his life, trying to be famous or whatever.
yeah.
Are we saying that the CIA approached him and was like, here's the lyrics, make this song, make it big, you know? Or is it more likely that the guy is a clone from another life?
No. He came in to do the record deal, had to sign his name in blood on the fucking thing, and
hold on.
sold his
What's
soul.
that band called?
Then
I actually don't know.
Drowning Pool is the name of the
Okay,
band.
Drowning Pool is correct. Wow, how do you know that?
And
Mitch
they do any
listens
other
to it
songs?
every single day.
it's
they do
how
any
I-
other
It's my
songs,
alarm
Mitch?
clock. Okay. You know, you could set a ringtone for your alarm.
That's what you wake up
Nothing's
to?
wrong with me.
Jeez, Mitch. I think
I don't even know how I know that. No, then your handler comes in the music industry. You're like, okay, Mr. Drowning
Chelsea
Pool.
Handler?
she comes in.
Mr.
It was
Drowning
their
Pool.
debut
I like
single.
your music.
Cam, this was their debut single. Okay? Like, how?
Okay.
Okay, we all know it's just directed energy weapons from HARP. Okay, and the CIA's sitting there like, all right, who can we find? And then this guy's sitting there in the coffee shop. He's like, got a banger, guys. One, he writes the whole thing. Okay, let's go record it. And then
What other songs do they have?
Hollywood Agent.
Bring the Towers Down.
Praise be to Allah.
Weapons of Mass Destruction. Gaddafi needs to go.
Drowning Pool.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah, they're
no,
all drunk.
maybe it was the MK Ultra type shit like they did with Lincoln Park, which was a child research facility. They were all in the GATE program. They all got abused by Michael Aquino and his
And then they
colleagues.
call it Lincoln
Then
Park
they grew up.
so that everybody, they put it in our face to rub it in how dumb we are. We don't notice.
Dude, and then Chester Bennington, the guy from that,
Linkin Park.
looks kind of like Elijah Wood from Lord of the Rings.
Which brings us
It
full
kinda
circle.
does.
Which brings us full circle back to the Hobbit.
To the ring.
The One
Power.
Ring.
One ring.
Yeah.
Speaking of ring, it's about to be 12.
Time to ring the bell.
Okay, well, see you
Ding,
guys later.
ding. Bye.
All right, I'll hit the button.
Do it.
Should I though?
Let the body to flow. Oh, I messed all that up.
Gonna be starting something.
Bye.
Self-perfected, making things clear.